Good. Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, so I'll do the recap tonight of last week's session. You guys started off on your journey from the shoreline after swimming the shore from the walking the plank from the ship that you were captured on. You guys swam to shore and you entered the forest with no real plan or major objective. Skyward set his eyes on the higher ground and immediately started marching towards the mountains. You guys eventually followed the stream and found some humanoid tracks that you later to identify to belong to lizard folk people. You followed the tracks off a path a little way. You found a wall of vines that was very confusing and mystifying and poorly described by your DM. And you guys set up camp and then went back to the wall the other night, and you guys were able to climb over it, cut the vines free, and see the imagery of lizard folk people bowing before this large, giant humanoid figure before them, with a trail of, with also like a map at the around the top part of the wall. It goes over like the river, and it led to like a shrine of some sort or some kind of place of importance. You guys continued back to the mountain, or I'm sorry, then you guys were walking and exploring the area a little bit more, and you heard the hiss and the banter of some lizard folk speaking in Draconic and surrounding a new potential comrade, surrounding him and pointing spears at him and talking to him in Draconic. Cronus and Faye immediately engaged with them and caught them off guard, but they were able to kind of talk them down, and the savages could only get back saying, leave the island, or will come for your life or something along those lines. You guys took off back to the mountains after that you met this new comrade, and he is on the island searching for something that you think is the same thing you guys are searching for. So you adventured up north more towards the mountain all together, kind of on the edge with one another. You're not sure if this new person is aligned with your goals or if you guys are going to come at odds over what you guys are after, but you guys want to figure that out. As marching up the mountainside, on a perceptive view, notice a large shadow fly overhead as you rose through the mountain alongside. You are now on this cliff, and you start to hear a more shrill shriek that you've heard in some time as some shadows start kind of darting around overhead. What would you guys like to do?
We should probably run for cover, you guys, and see what it's gonna do. Yep, follow Skyward.
Are those trees?
There we go.
Yeah, follow
Those are just
Skyward.
trees. All right, 1 second. Let me show some things up here. Okay. You guys look up above. The shadows are moving quicker, and you see these fairly large bird-like creatures coming overhead, down from the mountain.
Oh, fuck. Maybe don't hide?
A little late.
Yep.
I mean,
Oh,
if we get found, we talk. There's no other option.
Wow.
just a few.
And so they start flying around you guys and swooping down at you. Not immediately striking you, but just flying at super fast speed over your head. But they seem very aggravated and ready to.
So they saw us stealth into the bushes?
Were you guys stealthing?
Yeah, we rolled.
Mhm. We saw Cyborg sneak off, so I was like, all right, let's sneak.
I'm sorry, I did not hear you guys say that. They did not see you all, except for they saw Ezekiel and Faye and Cronus, who weren't attempting to stealth.
About right.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
So they are not aware of you guys right now, but they are aware of Ezekiel, Faye, and Cronus.
And looks like
And
Lorna,
Lorna,
too.
I'm sorry, yeah.
Yeah.
So Anika, I think Anika and Skybar are the only ones that are okay.
Looking at these things, do I recognize them from any books or anything?
Make a history check, I guess.
Are these humanoids?
They're not. They are monsters. Well, make a nature check, Skyborn. You have heard of different birds, predatory birds that are very agile and fierce. Will have been known to attack adventurers. Faye, you're not exactly sure what this exact bird is called, but you know, or winged creature is, but you're familiar with birds or creatures of this type.
Just creepy bird with wolf's heads. Got it.
That's not very descriptive at all. I mean, so what's the plan? Because they obviously sees at least some of us.
Fight? Or can we talk our way out of this? If
I
they
don't know.
understand us?
Do we know if they're intelligent?
I mean, we could try. I could go out there and try some shit, but probably won't work.
It's worth a shot.
Do they seem more like magical beasts, or are they more like natural?
You can make a history check or a nature check and ascertain. But as far as Skybor's aware right now, he does not think they're anything more than predatory, kind of weird-looking birds. You would know that they are monstrosities, not so they are not like fantasy-like, but they're not like natural birds. I guess is that your question? All right. At that point, you see one start to like dive down, head straight towards you, Ezekiel. This one right here, and if no one has anything else they want to do, we'll go ahead and we'll go into combat.
Oh boy.
Nope.
Right, Lorna, I
Huh?
don't think we can talk to these things.
Probably not. Nope.
We haven't even tried.
You didn't try. No one said anything.
I probably don't speak their
Go.
language. Me?
Try it.
I run out.
You run out.
I run out. Hello. We are friendly, and we're just hiking up this mountain. We're kind of lost, and then I switch to Infernal, say the exact same thing.
You catch the one off guard, but he continues to release that like annoying squawk and weird kind of throaty screeches at you, and still kind of seems like he's coming towards you guys.
They don't understand me.
They look like they understood words, but your abyssal was trying to maybe startle them further.
The what?
The abyssal might have startled them further.
I was infernal.
Yeah,
So I don't think Lorna.
creepy language.
No, 'Cause
Infernal
I-
and Abyssal are different.
I'm the one who speaks Abyssal.
Oh, I thought Lorna said Abyssal.
No. Did they respond
Infernal.
to Infernal?
No, they did not.
Ah, shit. I will run up and kind of try all of my languages as well, which include, because I'm trying to play nice,
I'll try too.
Common, Halfling, Abyssal, Celestial, and Primordial.
I have Common, Draconic, Infernal, and Undercommon.
All right. Well, hold on. No, there's not enough time for these guys are agitated. They're coming at you. You kind of came up. You said, "Hold on, wait," and then you started speaking in Infernal. Didn't really go past that. Like they're coming at you. We don't have time for everyone to come. So I can try every single language. Like things are happening like that right now.
Yeah, this is happening too fast.
So
That's fair.
Based off the initial response and what was said to them, it looks like they heard what you said. You started then talking Infernal, and they pretty much snapped out of it, and they just seem aggressive and ready to attack. So I'm gonna go ahead and cue up the music.
So permission to blast the birds.
Permission granted.
Okay, so Faye, you see this? The birds are flying all around your head. They're about 30 feet above your head, swooping and flying around you guys. What would you like to do?
I am gonna go for this one right here. I'm gonna launch Eldritch Blast at it.
Okay, go for it. It's a hit.
So that's 12. Second hit. Oh, yes!
Those are both hits.
All right,
that
23 total.
Oh, damn. Okay, nice start. There we go. Bam. The bird creature, I keep calling it bird. The winged creature is very, very much so tattered and damaged from that attack. Well, is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
That is it.
All right. And Lorna, what would you like to do?
Bonus action, I'll go into a rage. And I'm gonna run up there. And I'm going to recklessly attack the south one. Great weapon, master.
With what? No. These guys are flying.
Oh, they're
30 feet
flying?
above your head.
How tall?
30 feet in the sky.
Aw, fucker.
Javelin should reach.
I have a crossbow.
You can still do that.
Yeah.
Javelin.
Huh?
I thought you had javelin.
I have a javelin. But I mean, a heavy crossbow does a bit more damage.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I mean, do what you want. What does Lorna do?
She will do her crossbow. Let me just check raid. I think it's only melee that it works. Yeah, so rage wouldn't even work, so she'll still rage. And melee attack is only that. Reckless? Can she do that?
Yeah, I think so. I think you can do a reckless attack as long as it's a
No.
attack.
Advantage on melee attack roll.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
it's just gonna be 2 shots of the heavy crossbow. Actually, it'll be 1.
That's a hit. Which one are you shooting?
South.
Okay.
For 8 damage.
8. All right. It releases a squawk of some sort, but it looks still very much irritated.
Cool, and I will reload.
Okay.
And that's my turn.
That brings us to their turn. So, let's see here. The one that you attack, Faye, is actually going to divert and start to fly away from you. And flies about 60 feet back up towards the mountain. The other ones don't see...
So roughly how far away is it?
I mean, it is 80 feet away plus 60 feet... Or, I'm sorry. It is 80 feet away that way plus 60 feet in the air. So it's quite a bit away. What were you thinking about using or doing?
It's just within that's like 130 feet.
I'm just trying.
It's within range of a long range spell. So if you had something like that in mind,
I do. Eldritch Blast is 120 feet.
Okay. Yeah. It's still in range if that's something you're interested in doing.
Nah, it's running away. I'm not gonna do it.
All right, but the rest of them are attacking. I can't see who were good on their stealth rolls. I think it was Anika and Skybor.
Yeah, I put a little ninja on my token as a reminder.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let me see here. So these two are going to come after you, Cronus. This one's going to come after you, Faye. So 2 for Cronus, 1 for Faye, 2 for actually 2 for you, Ezekiel, and then 4 for you, Lorna.
Cool.
So I'm probably going to forget that, so hopefully you guys will keep me honest on all that. So here comes, these guys are coming after you, Skyward. They're diving down 30 feet after you, and they're going to make their attacks on you.
You mean Cronus?
Cronus, I'm sorry, yes. 25 hits.
Yes.
That's 12 points of piercing damage plus, hold on. $12 points of, what is it called? It doesn't tell me the attack type, so I imagine it's the same attack. So 12 more points of piercing damage. As soon as that one hits you and takes a gash out of your flesh, it darts back up into the sky 30 feet into the air. Here comes the next one.
Well, if it's darting away, do I get an opportunity to attack?
You do not. It's too fast. It's like moving with unnatural kind of speed.
They probably got flyby.
That is the next one comes down. It does 21 to hit, right?
Yes.
4 points of piercing damage plus another 10 points of piercing damage. So 14 points of damage, and it flies back to the sky. Another 30 feet. This one's coming after you, Faye. 18. Does that hit?
Yes, but no.
Okay, so he flies down to attack you with the
Boom!
door, and it looks like it's about to like maul you for a moment, and hit you with its horns. I guess that's what core is. And then you cast your shield, and it just hits into your arcane shield that you placed before you. Here comes these. Actually, I have 6 left, so I have 3 for you, Ezekiel. 3 for you, Lorna. Here you go, Ezekiel. All right. I don't know what your AC is, Ezekiel.
It is 17.
Okay. So the first 3, gore attacks that come at you are complete misses, but then the next 3 are a little bit more substantial. The talons that come at you, 22 and a 21 hit. Correct.
So all 6 are coming at me?
Correct. There's 3 birds coming after you.
Okay.
So 22, 21, those hit. Just make sure you're not doing anything like shield or something. So no response. I'll take that as a yes. So 12, 20, and then here comes the extra damage from the fly. So another. So we got 7, 15, 30.
Wait, what's the math for the damage here? Because I only got hit twice.
You got hit twice, so there's 7 and 8, and then
Yep,
you got
15.
4 more d8 for them just coming down out of the sky. So that's another 17.
Okay.
And then they shoot back to the sky. And then these start coming down after you, Lorna. So here comes another 3 of each.
Okay.
You need to update your health to their Ezekiel. Here we go, Lorna. Uh, 20 or yeah, 20, 17, 22. Did those hit you? Hello, hello.
22 and 20 hit.
These birds come flying down and they hit you with their horns and their talons.
And half because I'm raging.
I want to say only one of the birds. Yeah, the bird, the Goron talon, that would be only actually one of them. So here's 2d8. So that's 16 points of piercing damage. So half that due to your raging. And that's going to end their turn. Cronus, it's your turn.
Alright, I'm going to move one space over, and I'm going to use Dragon Fear.
Okay. What's the range on that?
30 feet, so it's every one of them around me.
Excellent. Very nice, sir. All right. Wisdom saves. Here we go. 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9, right?
Yeah, 9.
What's the DC?
13.
This one flies away. It starts to dart up. Can it move now or has to wait for its turn to move away? Hello, did you hear me?
Yeah, we
Do
can
what?
hear you.
Does it have to run away right now or only on its turn does it run away?
It's just frightened. They don't necessarily have to run away.
I believe it's just they can't approach me. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they can't willingly approach you.
Okay, got it. I will go ahead and flag. So it was 13, 8, so 1, 2, 3, 4 succeed. So what else would you like to do, sir, while I'm marking?
And then key point for patient defense.
Okay, what is patient's defense?
The
You
dodge
attack at
action.
disadvantage. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Is that in your turn?
Yeah.
Ezekiel, sir, what would you like to do?
Bonus action, second wind. So that's D10 plus 2. 8. And then Toll the Dead on that one.
Okay, go for it.
It has to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, shit. All right.
That is a fail, so now it will take
Was that one damaged?
8
It was not
H
damaged.
necrotic.
It was not damaged?
It was not damaged.
Oh.
So it's a
So
D8.
it's a D8.
Okay. I thought it was if they failed the saving throw.
No.
No.
No, the fail is if they
13.
if it hits, it either hits or doesn't hit. That's the one thing that stinks about that. I love that cantrip
It's fantastic.
when it hits.
Yes.
All right, 13 points of damage. Do you want to describe what the spell looks like? This is the first time we're seeing it.
Probably just an ominous bell sounding, and the creature just, I don't know, probably is either shaking its head or like it's just got, I don't know. I'm not good at this.
Okay, I have an idea. What if you hate it? Let me know. We'll change it later. You summon this black ominous kind of like bell that kind of envelops the creature, and it's just this loud gonging noise that you guys can't hear, but it's obviously affecting and impacting the creature. And then it dissipates, and it looks very much so affected by your attack. Anything else with your turn, sir?
That's it.
All right, Anika, it's your turn.
All right. I am going to cast Shatter centered on this bird.
Okay, go for it. I'm sorry, which bird? That one got
This
it.
one. Yeah, so it'll hit the 3 there.
Very cool. Go for it.
So con saves, please.
All right.
So they all take 8 thunder damage.
Yay!
Yeah, and then bonus action, I will inspire Lorna, and then I'm
Yay.
gonna move over here.
Okay. Skybor.
Also, the one needs to make a wisdom save for my frightened since it took damage.
Sorry. There we go.
It's
No, they
still
all
frightened.
they all took damage.
Were all 3 of them frightened? No,
Yeah.
Only two of those
I'm
were.
sorry. Okay. Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay, it's fine.
only one of them were. Yeah.
So, all right, Skyward, your turn.
All right. I'm going to cast Healing Spirit. And I'm going to put it right. It's probably going to be hard to see green on green, but right next to Cronus. So whenever people step into it, they'll heal a D6. That's my bonus action. Since I cast a spell, that reveals my position. So I'm going to stealth again because it's concentration and I don't want to drop it.
Fair.
Okay. And that, if I remember correctly, you can move that.
Yeah, I can move that as a bonus action.
Yep. Okay. Here we go. So 13.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I lost stealth.
Yeah, that's pretty. Yeah, they all saw you as soon as you stepped or cast a spell and try to tuck back in. They are now well aware of your position.
All right. But yeah,
All right. Anything else?
okay, whenever anyone needs it.
All right. You guys feel like a shift in the winds. These birds are flying, diving past you. You feel like a big kind of gust kind of come through this cliffside. You all are, it's not strong enough to push you guys off the ledge or anything, but just a big gale of wind that comes across your way on this battlefield. Hey, it's your turn.
I'm keeping an eye out for what that is, but I am going to look at this one, and I'm going to use Eldritch Blast on this one.
Sorry, I did not see you ping it, but go for it, sir.
The one south of Lorna.
Yeah.
Got it. Go for it.
Come on.
Hey.
All
right, that's
most definitely, yep.
Oh.
Luck point. Luck point.
Well, hold on. Before you do that, let me just do some math here. So that's 11
Mhm.
plus another.
No, it
All
doesn't
right.
get to do the Hexblade's
Uh,
Curse. I haven't placed Hexblade's Curse.
Okay, so all right, yeah. Okay, so you're going to luck point. Go ahead and roll Eldritch Blast again, then, sir. Okay, go ahead. So 6 points of damage, and this bird or this winged creature starts plummeting from the sky and crashes into the dirt. And the other comrades of it start to kind of look flustered, more frenzied than before. Anything else we can turn Faye before we go to Lorna?
Hold on, I'm just checking something real quick to see. Okay, no, I'm not going to do that spell since that's an action, but I will keep that in mind for later.
All right, go ahead, Lorna. It's your turn.
She is getting frustrated that she can't do shit. Oh, fuck. I don't actually have any javelins. I ran out. Yeah.
How'd you run out?
I have no idea. I just
You
did.
should have javelin because I don't. I let you pick them up every time you use them.
I know, and I don't remember how many. Oh, wait. No, I had 10. My inventory says 0. But I have it in my tracker.
Yeah, I'm not in game taking any away from you, and I always imagine OWL players pick their ammunition. If they
Yeah,
can.
because I remember buying a bunch. So, okay.
It is your turn, though. What would you like to do?
I don't like this. I hear the big wind kind of noise. We've clearly got bigger company coming, so I'm just gonna use a heavy crossbow on the tiny ones. I'm gonna go for the one below me? South? What's the icon representing?
Fear.
It's currently feared.
Cool. I'm gonna hit it.
Feared.
Feared.
Go for it. It's scared. Go for it.
Is very scared.
It has reason to be.
Yeah.
Hit. 12 points.
Ooh.
And this one begins to start falling out of the sky as well and crashes into the earth, all bloodied and mangled and broken as its neck kind of lands on itself. What would you like to do about it?
I will reload.
Okay. Is that end your turn?
Yeah. Hold on. Bonus action. Enemies. Ooh. I will pull out the. Oh, wait. Yes, I got the amulet. I will pull out the amulet of the royal family. Declare my strength for the kingdom. So that has happened. And I'll scoot back here.
There's a healing spirit right there.
I will step in and then step out. Does that count?
Yes, it does. It's as soon as they enter.
I
think it is at least.
Yeah, you just have to go underneath it once to get the effects.
Okay.
And that's 1d6?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's their turn. You see the creatures are a little bit. The ones that have been frightened by Cronus are really kind of frazzled. They're not as aggressive. They're just kind of flying in long, sort of swooping patterns until they decide that they're going to bug out of there, and they start flying away from you guys as well. They're going to use the dash action. They're about 120 feet away from you now.
Oh, fuck.
Isn't that a good thing?
No, that means they're frightened of something else other than Cronus.
No.
I don't know. He's kind of real scary.
Well,
These
yeah.
are the
We'll have to
ones
deal
that
with them
Cronus
later.
scared. These are the one that Cronus frightened.
Yeah, we have to deal with a lot of things later. This is just adding to the list.
Yep.
All right. Then here comes the other birds are kind of like are getting more heated and more frenzied, and they come after you guys again. This one's going to come after you, Cronus. This one after you, Skyboard. This one after you, Lorna. Okay. So let's start with you, Skyboard. 6 misses, obviously. And actually, these are all at disadvantage, right, Lauren?
Yes.
Okay.
Except for the ones on her, yeah.
Correct.
Okay. So miss. The ones for you, Cronus. The score. It's the talons is a hit for you, right? 22. Here we go. All right, and so you another 9 points of damage as it dives down and dives back, or then shoots back up into the sky. This one comes after you, Laura, with a 21. I believe that hits, right? Or an 8. I'm sorry, 8. It's at disadvantage. 8. Or wait, no, it's only against others. So
Yeah.
21.
So 21 will hit.
Okay, that's 10 plus another 2d8 for another 9 points of damage. This is all piercing damage, though, so you have it with your Barbarian Rage.
Yeah.
And that's going to end their turn, bringing us back to... Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
When it attacks Skyboar, can I use the other thing that it is? When an enemy attacks an ally, if within 5 feet of the user, provokes an opportunity attack?
No, because this creature's ability prevents provoking opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Okay. Cronus, it's your turn, sir.
Let's see. I guess I'm just gonna throw a dart at it. Not
You
really
should
much I
also
can
step
do.
to your right a little bit.
Just scooch on over a bit.
Like, scooch over for a second. The other way.
Your other left.
There you go. You heal a d6.
He punched real good, not such learning. Go ahead, Cronus. What would you like to do?
So I stepped in, stepped out, got my 6. I'm gonna throw a dart at this one right here. I'm actually just gonna throw 2 darts at it.
Okay, go for it.
How did you roll the same thing for first?
The both hits. Okay.
And then that'll be it for right now.
Okay. All right, that brings us to you, Ezekiel. What would you like to do, sir?
Run through the spirit up to... It'll be next to Skyboar. Figures. And I'll go with a Frostbite cantrip on that one.
Go for it. Con save.
And don't worry about the dueling style, that's for my sword. It's a con save, DC 15.
Okay,
So
fails.
11 cold damage, and I think it
has
a loss in
disadvantage.
movement. Oh, disadvantage on the next attack.
Yeah, chill touch
Okay.
is loss of movement.
All right. Anything else, sir?
That'll do it for this turn.
All right, Anika, it's your turn.
Okay. You attacked this. Ezekiel attacked this one, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'm going to move here, and I'm going to double check something real quick. Yep. So I am going to viciously mock this one, because it looks like a pincushion. And let's see. So I need a wisdom save from that one.
Which one do you need a wisdom save? I'm sorry. Okay.
The top one. Except I need to roll it as an attack.
All right. It fails.
It takes 6 points of psychic damage and has disadvantage on its attack.
Okay.
And then I will move behind Cronus. Between Cronus and a boulder.
Okay. Skyward, it's your turn, sir.
By the way, that healing spirit is a blue spectral piglet. By the way,
Oh,
Aww.
That's adorable.
Does it
All
make noise?
Sure.
Just imagine, like, you guys are surrounding it, and it's going.
Oh, I literally just pictured it in Skyboard's voice going oink, oink.
Oh, that's
Oink.
better. That's way
Oink.
better.
Yeah, that.
Perfect.
I just read healing spirit, and if I were to move it onto someone, it still would not count because they only heal on the beginning of their turn when they are on the.
Ew.
So
I will.
that idea, because I would dropped it on Ezekiel, but after reading that, it ain't going to work. So I'm just going to
Well,
this
Oh, hang on.
guy. I'm going to do bonus action, planar warrior. So gets an additional D8 on a damage whenever I hit it with my longbow. Yeah. Okay.
Nice.
8 plus 5.
10, that's good.
All right, so yeah, that one right there gets 13 piercing damage.
All
No, I
right.
mean 8 piercing and 5 force. I think. Yeah,
All
force.
right. As your arrow pierces through, it clears through the bird. You actually are going to have to redact or reduce your arrow capacity because it's going to fly through it with such force that it goes over the ledge and off the cliff.
My arrow.
so stop.
I'll buy you a new one later if we ever get money.
All right. Anything else, sir?
No, that's it.
You guys immediately hear this loud shriek come down the cliffside, and you hear this the stereotypical eagle sound that, and then you turn around, you see this huge shadow cascading down the cliffside as it's approaching you, and you see this appear.
Oh no!
That is
Looks-
a really big bird.
That looks oddly like a chicken.
It's this
It
gigantic
tastes
bird,
like chicken.
white and blue feathers and some red around the beak, but it looks menacing as it's coming down. The other Parrington or other flying creatures seem intimidated, scared, and unsure. They're still in a frenzy, and instincts are kind of taking over, but this definitely has them startled. He's going to come right after you, Cronus, or actually Faye. You're the closest thing he sees. So he's just beelining right for you, Faye.
Oh no! I don't like this.
Wow. 30.
30? How did I get 30?
I'm sorry.
Those
what?
are very
Oh, I rolled a
strong
7.
monsters.
Okay.
That's got a plus
30.
like 7
Wait,
plus
D20
13 to hit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a 13. Yeah, that'll hit.
And a DC
The
19.
30 will hit.
For 24 points of damage.
I'm hellish rebuking this thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does the 16 miss right here? AC 17 or 20?
17. I'm hellish rebuking this thing. I did not appreciate being bitten like that.
Okay, go for it.
Alright. Yep, burn a warlock slot on this. Dex save.
Okay. It
18.
fails.
Oh my god.
18 points.
That.
That was horrible damage.
Okay, and it's going to immediately after striking you, it's going to immediately dart back into the sky. You will get an attack of opportunity on this creature.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Wait, no, I used my reaction for Hellish Rebuke.
It's true.
Oh, that's true. I'm sorry. So it is now 60 feet in the air. It's going to bring us to face turn.
Yeah, it's within Eldritch Blast range.
It is. First, I'm actually gonna do bonus action placing Hexblade's Curse on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
And then to protect myself so I can do some surprise attacks on it, I am doing a spell I've been waiting to use. Blink.
This is. Oh no. Let me think about this for a second.
There's something on the ethereal plane, isn't there?
No one stays there.
Faye does not know that.
I'm just trying to make sure there's something. You can dismiss the spell attack a while in the area you see and hear the plane you're originally from. Oh my. Okay. Okay. I don't think you.
I gotta
secret channel real quick. This is so weird in combat.
Well, I gotta roll a d20 at the end of each my turn because I don't just automatically go.
You don't. So you don't go this turn.
Not automatically. It's a 50-50 chance.
Okay. All right.
Less than that, I got to roll an 11 or higher.
50-50.
All right. So that's in your turn, or do you have to do that every?
In my turn, I rolled a 5. I do not go this time.
Okay.
And best part is, this is not a concentration spell, apparently.
Okay. Cool. Lorna, it's your turn.
I pull out the javelin, and I'm guessing he's not on the ground?
No, he's 60 feet in the air.
60 feet in the air.
Oh. That's even better. Because that'll be at disadvantage. Okay, I will throw my javelin at disadvantage. 15?
15 hit.
But I bet this thing got a ton of HP.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
That's one, and I'll use my second action to throw it again. Another one.
Go for it.
13?
That's a miss.
Yeah. Okay. And I'm gonna scoot there to provoke its attack and be like, "Hey, fucking bird."
So you were trying to taunt it.
Does that sound angrier, or?
Oh yeah, and it's infernal.
Okay.
When she gets mad, she goes infernal.
Okay, so you didn't say as nicely as you said it in voice. You're shouting in an angry tone.
Oh yeah.
She's not going up there saying, "Hey, could you please stop?"
Yeah,
Can you please attack me instead? That'd be great.
No, it's more of a "fuck you, bird. Get your fucking ass down here so I can actually fucking hit you." Except screaming. I mean, yeah. I probably should have.
Flying creatures take off in fear of this new giant predator that just entered your area. Cronus, it is your turn, sir. Or did you want to do anything else, Laura? I'm sorry.
No, sorry. All those attacks on. I keep on. Okay, I'm still within 10 feet of everybody. I'll go there. Sorry, 10 feet. Amulet. I have to remember that.
Okay, got it. All right. Cronus, it's your turn, sir.
Okay, so real quick. So if I step into the healing spirit again, do I get healed again?
Yeah.
You do. I think it has like 8 more rounds, or is it 8?
Yeah, I got a little counter on my token.
I trust you, Skyward. You got it.
Okay, so I'm gonna step in there, get another D6, and then I'm going to move in front of Lorna, and I'm going to hold my action for it to dive down.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay.
I'm gonna stand next to Faye, and then as
So
soon as it
it's-
dives down, I'm going to attempt to hit it.
Got it. Okay, definitely. Ezekiel, what would you like to do?
5, 10. He'll look to Anika, and if she happens to know the slowing spell,
Yeah.
and follow his lead. So he'll
Fine.
reach into his bag of holding, and there will be like a little cork pop, and one of his fingers will be coated in molasses, and he'll start drawing a little arcane sigils in the air and cast slow.
Okay. What's
Why do I
Wait.
have to do
what
it?
is it?
But wait, there's more. Because I have action surge.
Okay, well, first, what's the DC on that slow? And what do I roll?
15.
Wisdom. Looks like all bard
Okay,
spells, they
so
are
he
wisdom
fails.
saves.
So that halves his speed.
And let me double check the range on Witch Bolt.
30 feet.
Okay, so he's far too up. Okay.
Yep.
Instead, would you say that there are like rocks around us?
There's a boulder that's right next to you.
I mean,
There's
but
like
are
a
there like any
cliffside.
spare stones or rocks around?
Oh yeah. There's definitely stones and rocks around.
And then I will cast Catapult
Okay, nice. Okay.
at. I'll go with first level this time.
Okay.
So dex save.
Fail.
Oh, 19 bludgeoning.
Very cool. So
Dueling style.
these rocks just start. I imagine that this like arcane catapult appears out of nowhere, and then just starts launching rocks.
Oh
at
no,
this
there's
bird.
like. Oh no, it's basically a force throw. That's all it is.
He basically
Okay.
like flicked a rock and it went real fast.
Okay, so it hits this bird, but this giant bird that it was like flapping and coming at you with such speed and ferocity. It seems like its wings are almost like moving slower right now as well. Anything else on your turn, sir?
That's about it. Probably just say to Anika, add on to mine.
Yeah, I could see that. Thanks. Mm-hmm.
Okay, Anika, it's your turn.
Alright, so we're killing this thing?
You're having fried rock tonight.
I'm assuming the bird is a rock. Cool.
You don't know. None of you know that. You haven't made a check at all.
You're having fried giant chicken tonight.
That's fine by me. I will move up a little bit so that I'm kind of almost right under the slow motion flapping bird, and I will tell it looks like a chicken, and I'm gonna viciously mock it.
Okay.
So, wisdom save for crappy damage.
He fails to save. 3 points
Cool.
of damage.
And has disadvantage on its next attack, and then I will move back to where I was.
Okay.
And I will inspire Cronus. So Cronus and Lorna are inspired.
All right, got it. Skybor, you're up.
It says 60 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm going to move Healing Spirit on top of Faye. So on her turn, she gets to heal a D6. That's my bonus action. My action, I'm going to fire another arrow, and I'm going to add a bowstring of storms to it.
Okay.
Oh boy.
That's a hit.
All right.
Oh,
It's a good longbow damage.
that's great.
And that's my turn.
All right. It gets hit with this arrow. Your guys' attack. It lets out a screech every time it feels it. But it is still coming after you all in anger. Now it's half the movement speed and everything's at disadvantage, I think. So, anything else besides?
And it can only do one attack.
Yeah.
Only one attack.
And that attack's at disadvantage. But that's not because it's slow.
Okay. It's a disadvantage for 10 other things.
Yeah. It's disadvantage because it looks like a chicken.
Okay. It is going to fly down 50 feet, and it's going to attack with its beak because it has a reach of 10 feet.
Who's it attacking?
It is going to attack probably the person that did the most damage. So I think it's going to go after you, Ezekiel.
Okay.
$15.
Good.
That's a miss, right? Hello. Can you guys hear me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah.
That's a
I
miss,
believe
right?
that's a miss since he has a 17.
Okay.
Yeah, that's a miss.
Okay, that ends his turn. He's 10 feet above you guys right now, and he would just took a strike at your friend, Ezekiel. Freddie, it's your turn.
Okay, bonus action, I'm hexing this thing. I'm gonna hex strength.
Okay.
So it has disadvantage on strength checks, and let's go Eldritch Blast.
Go for it.
Okay. Do those hit?
It does have a -2 to its AC.
Oh, I forgot about the -2. Both hit. Oh, no, I'm sorry. Second one hits, not the first one.
That's fine. So that's going to be 10 plus 9, 19.
Okay.
And then I'm
Anything
going to move. And then I'm going to move through the healing spirit.
Well,
and
you
that's
get
a
it anyway.
D6. Yeah,
Yep.
D6 of healing. So that's going to be 5. And then let's see if I go to the ethereal plane.
Nope.
Oh.
Nope. So close.
All right, Lorna, it's your turn.
Javelins. All the javelins. Just 2. And it's within 20 feet of me?
Mhm.
Yes, it is.
It's not at disadvantage! Oh, 14?
Mhm.
You have advantage, is that what you said?
No, I do not.
It's not at disadvantage.
Oh, okay. 14, that is a hit.
Yes. And I will throw another one.
Go for it.
Ah,
It's a
fucker.
miss.
Fucker, motherfucker.
No.
All right. Cronus. All right, anything else in your turn, Lorna?
I'm still raging. I can't do any bonus. Yeah, that's about it.
Okay.
Oh.
The first javelin pierces its wing. The other one sails through the other right underneath its wing while it's flapping.
Oh, wait!
Cronus, what would you like to do?
I have inspiration! Can I re-roll attacks? With
which inspiration?
Your inspiration,
fate token?
Anika.
No.
No.
You can't.
It-
You can add to attacks,
But a crit 1 is still a
but
fail.
a crit one is
Yeah.
still a crit one.
Yeah. Do I use my
For
fate
attacks.
token though?
That's up to you.
I'm gonna save it for a save.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's why I'm glad I have luck.
All right, that brings us to you, Cronus, sir. What would you like to do? This bird's flapping its wings 10 feet above you in the air.
Would you say I'd be able to run off the cliffside, like run up to the cliffside, like right here, go up and then jump at it, and be able to reach it?
I think you may certainly try.
All right. Bonus action. I'm going to put a vial of drow poison into my gauntlet,
Okay.
and then I'm going to attempt to try to run about 10 feet up the wall, and then jump at the bird.
Okay. Go ahead and make an acrobatics check. Okay. You start running towards the wall of the cliffside. You're kind of leaping from foothold to handhold, hand over fist, a couple feet up the wall. And as you get to exactly where you had imagined the bird was behind you, you got to this section where you could kick off from the height you had in the air and try to grab onto the bird. You do get a hold of its wing as it's kind of flapping. It's going to be very challenging to maintain your grip.
I was just going to attempt to punch it in the air.
Oh, okay. If you're trying to grapple it, then yes, go ahead and you can make an attempt to attack it with your fist. That's a hit.
And then it needs to make a Constitution save.
Is this a disadvantage? Because it's not strength. I don't know about slow.
No, slow. It just affects dex saves.
Okay, so it passes its the Constitution save.
And then I'm going to apply Stunning Strike.
I was waiting for it.
Okay, 1 second. So you already get 10 points of damage.
And then another con save?
Wisdom.
No, it's plus his
Oh, it's
wisdom.
con.
Con save of 15.
Oh, it's stunned.
So
though.
it is stunned.
Stunned, and it plummets to the ground and crashes. And it releases a good thud. It just seems, what's stunning is it frozen or is it just like
Incapacitated. You can't take actions or reactions.
Okay. So it falls down and just smashes into the dirt. What would you?
How high up was it?
10 feet. So it needs to roll 1d6, right? Or is
Yeah.
it d10?
1d6.
D6.
3 points of bludgeoning damage as it falls down.
Is it prone?
Yes, it's prone.
All right. So for my second attack, I'm going to hit it one more time.
Okay, go for it.
Advantage.
That's a hit. That's 7 points of slashing damage.
And that is my turn.
Okay. So it is stunned to the end of your next turn, correct? Or beginning?
And
The end of my next turn.
Ezekiel, it's your turn, sir.
I think it's out of the range of my slow.
slow's
it's-
only
slow is
arranged when you
instant.
cast it.
Yes,
Oh, and
instantaneous.
each 6 creatures within a 40-foot cube. Okay.
Yeah. So it's slowed until
Okay.
it makes a save.
Okay then.
Oh shoot! When does it
Um,
make it save? Is it every turn? Every beginning
of
of
its
its turn?
And
Okay, I didn't even make a wisdom. Did I do a wisdom save for it already?
No.
I don't think you did.
Never mind. Go ahead.
good try.
I think
I
I
will
should
then-
get a fate token.
Perform another Toll of the Dead on it if that's the case. So
Oh, the
I need a
total.
wisdom save from it again.
Well, it's incapacitated. I think it fails all saves, doesn't it?
Okay, then so 2d12.
Well, it's done though. Except
It can. Mental effects.
You automatically fail
Would-
strength and dex saving throws. Attack rolls have advantage. And incapacitated, you can't take actions or reactions. So only strength and dex.
I still do this. All right.
Yeah, so mental
what was the
effects are
DC?
good.
So it can still make a save.
Okay, what's the save? I'm sorry.
Wisdom.
Wisdom save, yeah.
What's this spell? I don't see it on my chat log.
Told the dead.
Yeah. Let me post it again.
It's okay. He takes the damage.
So it takes
and that is
14 necrotic.
All right. It is stunned, so it can't really say anything. So, anything else, Ezekiel? Anika, it's your turn.
Yes.
All right. Well, there's a giant bird here, so I'm gonna go poke a hole in it, or I'm gonna try to with my rapier.
Okay, go for it.
I'm assuming that hits.
Everything hits, I think, on physical.
You have
attacks, so
advantage.
And 24 hits for 8 piercing. And then I'm gonna back up again.
All right.
That'll be my turn.
Skybler, it's your turn, sir.
I'll move the piglet over to Ezekiel. And it would be disadvantaged because it's prone, so I can't do that.
Ignore that. Just fixing it.
You know what? I'll drop my longbow and take my spear. That's silvered. I don't know if that makes a difference or not, but I'll try to stab the rock.
Okay.
Oh,
You
right.
have advantage.
Yeah. Okay.
Those are misses.
Yep. I tried.
Are you like poking it?
Yeah.
You have advantage.
Yeah. That's why I rolled it twice.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I only
right.
have
Yes,
one
sir.
attack.
Whoop.
Until I level up, I only have one attack.
Whoops.
Anything else, sir?
That's it.
All right, so he can't do anything because he's incapacitated until in a pro turn, but he can make his wisdom save, right? He gets slow.
Yeah.
Can you?
Oh, yes.
Pass.
Fuck.
out.
You don't know that, though. I should probably do their saves
Nah.
silently so you guys don't know.
Nah.
That's way more fun for me. Faye, it's your turn.
I'm gonna charge up since it's incapacitated right now. I'm gonna summon my blade as a greatsword, and I'm gonna go slashy on it.
Okay, go for it.
Okay. Do both of those hit?
Yes, they do.
Okay, so that's 16 plus 18 plus 5 plus 6.
Okay. Anything else, sir?
Let's see if I disappear.
Okay, go for it.
I disappear.
Oh, God.
You disappear into the ethereal realm, Faye.
For
Go
6
ahead
seconds.
Okay, do you get to move and do stuff right now, or?
I'm just there until the start of my next turn.
Okay, so you are essentially off the.
I can see stuff.
Okay, you are. You see stuff, but it's kind of like through a haze of a white ethereal veil across the battlefield. Make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh my god, okay, I am very scared now. Is that a pass?
Okay. All right. And is that in your turn?
Yeah, because I only disappear at the end of my turn.
Okay. Lorna, it's your turn.
Yes, it's on the ground. I am going to recklessly attack it. Great weapon master. All the shit.
You already get advantage?
Do I?
It's still
stunned.
stunned?
Yeah, it's stunned
Oh,
and prone.
I will not
It's
recklessly
not
attack,
slowed.
but I will great weapon master it. And it gets rage damage. Oh god, I'm nervous.
Mhm.
Oh no.
You get advantage.
Oh. Oh, there's.
Plus your inspiration.
You do have an
Oh,
inspiration.
okay, I'll use that.
It is a D8.
Oh, come on.
Oh man.
Well, you get another attack.
That is very true.
At advantage.
Please work.
Yeah.
Come on!
Come on.
Come on!
This is where we die.
Oh,
No, we're fine.
can
This verb is having none of it.
right? I would like to use my fate token, please. Silent. We can't hear you if you're talking. Okay, is that just a reroll?
Test.
Hello.
There we go.
There you go.
Yeah, go for it. If you want to use your fate token, just go ahead and reroll.
Please make it worth it. Yes.
Hey, you hit.
Finally.
23 hits.
I was one off of a critical.
You were.
25 damage.
Oh.
That's why I want.
Ooh. Okay, go ahead, Cronus. It's your turn.
I'm going to jump up onto it. Like, is it kind of like on its stomach?
Is it on its stomach? Yes, it is laying on its stomach. Yeah. It
Okay,
crashes
so
to the
I'm gonna
ground.
jump up onto its back, like towards the back of the head, and I'm gonna punch down on it.
Okay, go ahead. Okay. That's a hit.
12. And I'm going to apply Stunning Strike again.
Okay. That's a con, right?
Yeah.
Con of 15.
Oh my god. Okay.
Once we got this thing to the ground.
I'm going to punch it again.
Okay, go for it.
17
It's a hit.
for 9.
And though it's already stiff, their final blow breaks through the feather, and you return your hand. It's just covered in the blood of the bird and just caked with like little feathers and dandruff from the rock. And that's going to bring combat to a close.
Dwayne, no.
Um,
Dwayne. As in The Rock.
you see this lifeless bird with beautiful white, red, blue feathers on it before you, but it's bleeding and its eyes and teeth and claws are menacing despite the beautiful colors it's made of. What would you guys like to do?
Okay.
I appear after 6 seconds.
Where the fuck did you go?
I would like to
You
pluck.
do appear.
I would like to pluck a few feathers from it, if that's possible.
Did I notice something that caused me to make a wisdom save?
No.
Did I feel something though?
You don't know? Nope. No, you didn't feel anything.
Right.
Well,
If everyone
I
if everyone uses the healing spirit, you get heal 27 before it disappears.
Yeah. If you just like conga line through it.
I was just about to say.
So, sorry, Ezekiel, you said you wanted to get the feathers. Go ahead and roll a nature
Yeah,
check.
I just want
to see how many you want. Or is there a certain number? Or we'll just do a nature check otherwise.
Maybe like 2 or 3 of them. I'm looking for some kind of small ones. I'm not going to be able to carry the huge ones.
Hey, can you get me a blue one, please?
So yes, you are able to get. You're able to get 2 or 3 of them, no problem. And the rest of you all are able to. If you're just getting like 2 or 3, then that's fine. You guys can take the time to actually find some good quality ones. If you guys were looking for like large quantities or something, then we'd have to do more of nature check for that.
All right. So in this
mhm.
minute, I go to the ethereal plane 4 more times.
Okay, roll me 4 more wisdom saves.
Oh boy! I'm gonna use my luck on the first one and my fate token on the last one.
Maybe you want
Okay.
to see what's in there.
Do you?
Okay. The last time, I mean, not in the right order, but for narrative purposes, the one time you're about to return back to the plane, you feel compelled to stay longer, like something is pulling and calling you to stay. And then the next, for another 6 seconds, then you do reappear to the material plane.
And do I feel a compulsion to return there?
No. Now that you're back to the material plane, you feel fine. It was just a brief moment that kind of felt like you shouldn't leave or somebody wanted you to stay.
So you guys just kept seeing Faye appear and disappear, and each time I would appear in 10 feet away from where I was. So like once I'm over here, once I'm right here.
Go ahead if anyone else wants to look over the body or
Yes.
do anything, just let me know. But you see, if you want to investigate, you can go ahead and see how close or see what you're. Does someone go ahead and investigate?
Investigation?
Yes, please. All right. So, not every. Okay.
Sorry.
So you all are looking over the body, and if you all are doing this, you are. If you're all doing it, then we don't have to worry about rolling. Makes sense. But between all of you, you guys are searching. You see that there are wounds and bite marks, like scars. So not wounds, but scars from previous wounds. Obviously, not received during this battle because there were scars. And furthermore, you guys don't see any black feathers on this bird.
Is that important?
Oh,
Remember
fuck.
the feather we saw?
Oh, right, it was black.
Could I?
Also, that spell was very weird and fun.
Are you okay?
Uh-huh.
I got hit very hard, and I thought I could protect myself by going to the ethereal plane.
Apparently
How'd
not.
that work out?
It was nice until at the end I felt an odd compulsion to stay longer. That was weird.
Do we still have that oil?
Oh, probably not.
Writing down notes, ethereal plane, compulsion to stay.
Yes, we do.
I'm not saying we should use it. I'm just saying, hey, remember that thing in
Yes.
case weirder shit happens, because it's probably going to.
Oh yeah.
Also, I don't know why I kept teleporting different spots.
Magic
Yeah.
tends to explain most things.
The entry into reality uncertain.
Yeah.
I like this guy. He's doing research.
Mm.
All right. Is there anything else you guys would like to do?
We do have giant fried chicken, so I may as well get some of that chicken.
Yeah.
Is it safe?
Make a nature check.
Okay.
What you want to do, Lorna?
I was gonna help harvest
Fine.
some of the stuff, and oh fuck. And I was going to
Fine.
assist with that, and apparently not.
Yeah, Ezekiel knows that it is it's poultry, essentially, just some very large scale. What
Great.
did you want to do, Lorna?
I was going to help with that, but I would also like to take some feathers and see if I could take some of the claws, like just the talon part of it, the sharp part.
Okay.
See if I could harvest
Are
that.
you just trying to get one talon and like 2 or 3 feathers?
Oh, I'm going to try and get as many talons as I can.
Okay. If you're trying to get that thing, go ahead and do a nature check to see how, or maybe more survival.
Either one is the same for me.
I would say that's probably more survival on how you're going
Okay.
to harvest the materials from the creature.
Oh, please work. Ah, my rolls.
You can't get that many talons, but you do get one.
Okay. Cool.
And you can collect maybe 3 or 5, we'll say 5 feathers of color of your choice,
Red.
of decent quality and not too ruined.
Yeah. Wait, are there green?
No, just white, red, and blue feathers. Which sounds
Very
honestly,
patriotic.
Yeah.
I didn't think about that actually. I was kind of looking at the picture. It looks blue, white, and red. Oh.
Salute the feathers.
There you go.
Yeah, not my color.
Oh. We do have a large meal here tonight if we wish to partake in it.
Well, what time is
That-
it? If I look
That's
up.
like appetizing.
If you so Anika, when you look up, do a perception check.
Okay.
Like 5 more of them.
So Nika, you clearly know what time it is. It's getting to be later in the afternoon, but when you look to see where the sun is, you do see it kind of set behind what looks like to be like a structure from this distance, further up to the top of the mountain.
Hey guys.
Uh-huh.
First
Yeah.
off, it's not supper time. Also, do y'all see that? And I point to the structure.
I'll look up.
Ew.
Oh.
You see, everyone looks up, and it's pretty clear. It's just from this distance, it's hard to see, but it's like a round, smooth structure from this far away.
And since we're all mostly not dead, we may want to go see what that is.
This is true.
That's concerning.
This whole island's concerning. It's kind of been our thing for like 2 days.
I
Hope we don't
know.
need to stay another 2.
Well, hopefully not, because I think it's open season on us tomorrow.
Do we want to rest before we go out there or go right away?
I think we gotta go.
Probably.
The shorter time that we're on this island, the better.
I believe we can at least rest for 1 hour.
Should prove sufficient, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
I just want to get my spells and warlock stuff back.
Yes, that is true. During that time, can I harvest more feathers?
yeah.
No.
Okay.
You think you've done the best job that you can do, and you wouldn't think that you didn't miss anything from your efforts. 30 minutes into your rest, you feel that large gust of wind again kind of pass you. Again, it doesn't push you, but it's enough to feel its presence. And this time, as the wind rushes past, you see some more debris and other stuff, branches, leaves, and stuff, but you notice another black tattered feather kind of float in the wind past you and land before you.
Comparative of size, how much bigger is this black feather from the rock's feather?
It's fairly bigger. I wouldn't say it's double or anything like that, but it's nothing, and it's not even like a times and a half or whatever. but it's definitely bigger.
So we're clearly going to fight something else, probably. That's bigger?
I'll be
Probably.
right back, guys. I'm sorry. I can still hear you, but go ahead and talk amongst yourselves. I can still hear you. I'll be
Yes.
right back.
So we should probably make a plan.
I mean, we could try.
We know that these are avian creatures.
That's true.
That's all we know. And it's black. And probably giants, judging from the gust of wind.
Best option is to wait until midday.
I mean, it's possible it can see into the ethereal plane based off that compulsion I felt.
Well, then wouldn't it be intelligent?
Yeah.
So talking is an option?
Not
Talking
necessarily.
is an option.
Not necessarily. Phase spiders can see into the ethereal plane.
True, but do they make you want to stay?
It just be a random magical effect of it. But if this creature does have intelligence and can be reasoned with, then I see no harm in talking to it.
Especially since we kind of have enough enemies on this island.
Yeah.
Not
It
to
would be-
mention the ones outside the island.
It'd be nice to have a friend.
Or just someone not trying to kill us.
Suppose I can fit on both counts of that.
As a friend or someone not trying to kill us?
Both.
So do we get a name out of you now?
Yeah, I'll take off the hood and throw the balaclava off, even though there's like a clear ugh from him because the jungle smells.
Apparently it smells.
And that's what you see in the pictures, very clearly of tiefling heritage, but there's no horns or tail, so he's more human than that. Ezekiel.
Nice
Cool.
to meet you.
I'm
Ezekiel.
Anika.
I'm Lorna.
Faye.
Everyone, go ahead and make me history checks real quick.
Uh-oh.
Ooh.
I am meditating, so I will not be doing that.
I know who I am.
I might.
No, not you, Ezekiel. You're good.
What are you talking about? I know who I am. Maybe.
Okay.
So what do I know?
Trevor, are you part of this as well? Are you listening to this or meeting him for the first time?
Say what?
Are you meeting Ezekiel right now? If you are, I need a history check.
Well, I'm pretty sure Skyboy ain't going to know nothing.
Try.
Never know.
Okay.
Oh.
So,
Maybe.
up to this point in your life, you all have not really had any interaction with tieflings, except for Quill. Quill's the first tiefling all of you have met, except for you, Anika. You have encountered tieflings or people from more demonic bloodlines in your travels and your studies and stuff. It's not very common, but you have come across a couple.
Huh. So is the baklava because of, or the fancy hat, is that because of the area or because you were scared of people seeing your face?
Or because of the area. I don't enjoy being racked with jungle diseases.
Fair.
I mean, we haven't
And
died
seeing
yet.
as I have no cleric to cure me of such ailments, it is rather necessary.
Yeah, I kind of miss ours.
Yeah.
I cannot provide you with healing, but if you need arcane help or need a good sword by your side, then I suppose I will do for now.
Probably on both accounts. And judging from all the magic stuff, you're probably big into like Merlin's whole thing, right?
I am not so certain if Merlin is perhaps what I'm into more. I'm more interested in what he tapped into.
Huh.
So yes.
A little bit.
Be yes, perhaps. Merlin
I'm
himself,
taking it as a yes.
well, being honest, I don't necessarily have any interest in Merlin. Only
You don't
the
really need
cosmic,
to.
only really the cosmic magic that he seems to have gotten his hands on.
Well, then you might.
That's better than nothing.
Yeah. You might be a little bit more interested in us then, because I hold up the bracers with the symbol of Merlin. These were part of the things of Merlin, and there's some sort of magic that some of us can't understand. But if you're
Let me
saying,
see those.
I come over and I hold up my arm. I do not take them off.
All right, this will take a few moments, but going to reach into his bag of holding and take out one of the rock feathers, along with a pearl that is very shiny. And he will place it. Well, he'll wave the feather around the pearl and then look through the pearl as like an eyeglass as a ritual and basically cast Identify.
Okay. So, Lorna, you learn, or Ezekiel, you're going to learn all the stuff that Lorna knows about her bracers, is that they're bracer defense. They, let me see if I pulled it up again.
Do they seem similar to artifacts I may have studied in the past concerning cosmic stuff?
So you have not found an artifact with cosmic stuff, but you are.
But I've read about it.
Yes, correct. You're familiar with that energy of cosmic. You're definitely feeling cosmic magic radiate from this thing. You can't identify cosmic magic, but you are definitely feeling it radiate off these bracers.
Whereas, like, if I could determine the school of magic, usually, like, I can't tell what the school is here.
Well, the school is cosmic, basically. It's
okay.
Everything that was kind of lives within that realm of Merlin's capabilities.
Interesting. He'll put the pearl and feather back into his satch and hand the bracers back.
Oh, I didn't take them off.
Oh, well, I guess he was just holding your arm while he looked through a pearl at it.
She's just sitting there very awkwardly.
Yeah, it's a very awkward time right now.
Just a little bit.
But along with magical bracers, a druidic bard named Skybore, and the mention of Faye, was it, being a warlock?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Whom do you owe yours? Whom do you owe your power to?
What do I owe my power to?
Yes.
Well, apparently my mother, before I was born, made a deal with some creature from the Shadowfell.
Unwilling participant.
Well, it was to save my life, so to be honest, I'm not sure.
At the very least, you know to expect the worst. You're not dealing with a Fae, after all.
True.
And as for the one meditating, I certainly know how to... What's the right word here? Utilize isn't the right word, is it?
I'm not quite sure what you're going for.
Well, I used to be a commander of sorts. Was in the... was it the Aspara? Or what? I forget the place and the name we're going to. Espanza or something?
Espa.
Espa.
It's been military, so
Huh.
Hmm.
Interesting. That's where we were going. Where were you going, and why did you end up here?
I was going here.
Well, good to know that part was true.
I certainly can, well, aid in tactical matters if that's the case with him.
Probably. He'll probably ask you to fight him once we get to a bar, so just be ready for that.
I hope he does not mind me using a sword. I am no good with my hands.
It's kind of not how bar fights work.
I will take you up on that. Once we get back to our pub, I'll make sure we do a route like that.
Not in the pub.
Well, no, in the pit it'll be fine. The sand soaks up the blood anyways.
That's not what I was worried about.
But
Worried about all of the tables around you two.
I know, but we own the pub. We can fix it.
With what? We're broke because pirates.
I'm sure.
Currently,
How
we
does a
are
group
broke.
How does a group of tavern-owning adventurers come to be captured by pirates and sent to this island?
It's a long story.
It's a very long story. One that involves a giant demon monkey.
Why was that the part you picked out?
Because that was the most interesting part.
I mean, there are also little brains that tried to kill you. There are many of those.
Or, like the mind flayers.
That is true. Those were also
Mind
Forgotten.
flayers?
Yes, don't forget about the
then-
underwater lake. That was fun too.
Yep. Don't forget the stone giants.
No, they were
You've-
cool.
Hold up, mind flayers are a myth
Still
up
ahead.
here. You said that they've gone to the Underdark?
Yeah. I wouldn't recommend it.
No, no one should go down there.
We all
It's
just look
not
at Faye.
that bad.
Faye, you're very lucky I didn't try to start a revolution in Menzo.
I appreciate that.
I would have jumped on
Would
that.
have certainly failed.
Eh, probably, but I mean, recent times now, or in the future, probably won't. Although, probably definitely need to go slow.
Yeah.
But
Problem with long-lived species such as the John Other Elves is that, yes, they are long-lived, but they become too attached to custom. Changing their ways of slavery will take millennia, possibly.
tell me about it. Although, I think wasn't the matriarch who got stabbed by her own dude? Wasn't she one of the slavers, like the main one?
She was.
Well, hey, there's that.
Another
mean, it
seat
would-
to be filled.
Her successor, I'm hoping, will be more
Modern.
More modern, yes. But we'll have to wait and see.
Skybar and Curtis, what are you guys doing right now while they're all talking? And are you guys just sitting near the bird, or are you guys talking and walking?
I walked over to the boulder to go do my meditations.
Yeah, it was a short rest, so I think we're sitting here until after an hour.
So it's been about an hour. You guys can keep talking and chatting, but your hour and everything is up for the short rest. But you guys can continue talking and doing whatever you like to do.
Oh, okay. So we're gonna head towards the structure thing.
May as well. If this is a giant black-feathered creature, going at night would not be the most opportune time.
Let's
completely
go
agree.
for it.
Let's go.
You guys continue down the path. Skyward or Cronus, anything you guys want to do before you take off?
Nope.
Anyone else too? They haven't heard from them in a minute.
All good.
I'm going to question the group if we're actually going to leave dinner behind.
I mean,
I thought we cut up pieces of it.
We did cut up pieces, I believe.
Yeah, we can cook it later.
That's fine.
I'll say that you guys, for simplicity, if you want, just you either put additional rations in your sheet, or if you want to put down a couple pounds of meat, that's fine too.
About how much would you say?
How much can we
Who's
shove into
attempting
the
to
bag of
harvest
holding?
How much can we put in the bag of holding?
We have
That is a
two.
very
Go ahead and
excellent
make-
question.
Whoever wants to try to cut meat from the bird, make one nature check. Only one person. This one can assist, but that's fine.
I can do it. I will help. I have a 5.
You should do it then.
No one needs to know your number. So Lorna starts trying to harvest meat. Is anyone helping her?
I'll
help
help.
her.
Okay.
Okay, so go ahead and make a survival check.
Wait, survival or nature?
But they're both the same.
Survival.
Oh.
Hey!
Okay, you do very well. You can harvest about. This is a huge creature. I don't know how big it really is, but with that, I'll say you harvest a good 20 pounds of really good quality meat.
Fuck yeah.
Okay. As you guys kind of get ready to move forward, you guys continue to hike down, or hike up, I should say, this trail, this winding road that leads around the cliff, or leads up to the top of the mountain. The closer and closer you get, the structures that you see at the top, the structure at the top seems to get closer, but you still can't make the details for this range. Along the way, though, make me a perception check with anyone with a passive perception over 15. Okay.
Yes.
Lorna and Skyborg, you both see some, as you guys make a little distance up this mountain, you start to see some more lizard folk footprints. Lorna, you're noticing that you're noticing two sets of footprints leading up the road further away, and they're perfectly distant all the whole way. So it's like almost two lizards that are walking up right alongside each other up the hill. Not right on. There's about a 6-foot gap between both sets.
Okay.
And then you also start hearing some kind of humming and chanting, not chanting, more like a somber song of some sort, and it's a kind of the same kind of Draconic dialect that you heard before when you first met Ezekiel.
I'm gonna tell
For
everybody
you to Skyward.
to
Hmm?
be quiet. There is some humming music or something going on kind of over there, and there's more lizard folk footprints. We should check it out,
Agreed.
but be quiet. I don't want to have to kill
Okay.
them. They haven't hurt us yet.
Agreed.
Agreed.
Still,
Let's move carefully.
I'm gonna cast Pass Without Trace on us.
fuck yeah.
Oh yeah.
So 19, 25, 6. Okay.
So 19 is the lowest.
Okay. So you guys sneak up around the bend where you're hearing this this kind of somber song being saying this other language around the corner. It's more of a noise than a hum. It's not really in a language. It's just that kind of weird lizard folk kind of vocal cords coming out. As you get turned around the corner, you see 4 large, kind of brutish lizard men hiking up the hill, and they are carrying on their shoulder. They're carrying like this platform, this what do you call that? Like almost a float, I guess, but they're carrying this platform that has a chair in it, a chair on top, There's a smaller framed humanoid with white and reds and blues and yellows and all different kinds of bright colors kind of draped across the humanoid form.
Should we talk to? Because obviously that's someone. They're in a freaking throne.
I mean, if we can get a closer look to see if it's one of theirs versus a human,
We can try.
I mean, we could.
Could be one or two possible things:
Uh-huh.
a leader or a sacrifice.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we want to stop either of those things?
Not necessarily.
You detect this slowly and carefully.
Yeah.
Cronus, do you think you could go up in the trees like you did before and get over top of them? And we'll just stay here?
But they're moving.
It's not a
Maybe.
very
Are there
densely
trees?
forested area.
Ah.
This is very lightly
We're also
treed.
like high up in the mountain. They're like baby trees.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Like I'm pretty sure you're taller than the
I mean-
trees.
Cronus is good. I just don't know if he's that good.
I mean, you don't know it till he tries. Oh, but I mean, you could, and then you just fumble out, and then you duck your way out of it.
No.
No. No.
Why?
I mean, it's not the worst idea that I have had.
So as you guys are discussing this, they're just marching away from you, further up and up the hill, towards the top of the mountain.
Right. So we need to do something.
Um,
I'm not really good at like subtle. So.
me neither.
Follow at a distance.
Yeah.
And then what? They're going somewhere.
What if they try to sacrifice the person? Do we stop them then?
Why don't we stop them on the way? Isn't that like the best way to get things in transit?
I mean, yes, but like when we do ceremonies at home, we don't typically like to be disturbed while we're trying to do a ceremony. We typically don't sacrifice people, but like if somebody
Yeah, but,
interrupts
like-
us, it disturbs the whole thing.
But does the ceremony include a procession up a mountain? Or is the ceremony
Sometimes-
like when they get to where they're going?
sometimes it's a procession.
Real quick,
Sometimes up a mountain.
are we going up like a mountain path? Is that what's going on?
I think so.
If we stop them before they begin this ritual.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Well, I was curious
Or if
if,
we
since we're going up, if there's like an upper ledge that overlooks it.
We can't hear you if you're talking silent.
Hello, hello.
There we go.
There you
Hello.
go.
No, not really. The cliffs are getting steeper as you don't see as many trails you don't see the trail kind of up way above, kind of wrapping around anymore. It seems like the trail is starting to kind of stick to one side of the mountain and becoming probably a little bit more as you guys are approaching the top. I'm sorry.
How high up is like the next cliff side?
30, 40 feet from where you're standing.
Is it starting? It's starting to get like dark, like dim.
No, it's still late. You know, there's still plenty of daylight.
Cronus, would you like to climb up walls again?
Let's do it. I'm gonna give Skybor a high five.
As we high five, I cast a spider climb.
Okay. So you climb up 40 feet, and what would you like to do, sir?
I want to make my way to try to get even with them, not necessarily ahead of them, to see if I can find any more details out.
They're just the group, same group of lizard folk walking and walking down the trail, or up the trail, I guess, towards the top of the mountain. They're still singing that kind of hum song. No real words, it's more just sounds and clicks and noises that lizards make. But it's done in a pattern and somewhat of a harmony as they keep going up the trail.
Can I tell whether or not the person on the chair is a lizard person?
Not from this distance, no.
I would like to stealth down the wall and try to get a little closer.
I will say that you will have to do a stealth check, and it's going to have to be really good because there's not a whole lot of coverage. You're just going to be walking alongside a cliffside.
He still has passed without a trace.
Yeah, I'm gonna go
But he
for it.
does.
That's true.
And advantage.
I'm just saying, if you
Five
like,
moves.
gotta like, it's going to be a tough one. But go ahead. Okay, you're still good. Yeah,
35.
You make it through. You're really trying to use the slight imperfections in the cliffside and stuff to kind of hide your silhouette as you go down the wall a little bit, and you just see the beautiful colors. It looks like there's some kind of pattern, like it's some form of design. It's on purpose, the colors that are used on the cloak that's kind of draped across her. But you still can't tell who's inside of the cloak. Anything else?
I don't think so. I don't think there's any way I can get closer without causing a big scene.
Okay. So what would you like to do? Go back to the party?
Yeah, I'm gonna make my way back.
Okay. Following your footsteps and stuff, and there keep moving on further up the trail. You get back to your party with little to no difficulty with Spider Climb, and you're back.
So did you learn anything?
No. I can't get close enough to get any real information out of it.
Right. So what we gonna do?
Follow them.
We're already doing that.
I mean, like, continue following them.
And what? Like, hope they lead us somewhere? That doesn't involve death?
Maybe they're going to that temple.
It is possible they're going to the temple, but they could be going to their village.
Well, isn't that down the mountain?
We don't really know where their village is.
We can assume it's to where the huts and the smoke were on the other side of the island.
That was down the mountain. And that's
Yep.
going off that information.
So, like, not this way?
Correct. You've not noticed any villages or dwellings up the mountain.
Yeah. So, probably not here.
Perhaps they're making a sacrifice to their god, the giant bird.
Mm.
Okay. The sound they've wandered far enough that no one's hearing them anymore.
Yeah, let's keep going.
Yeah.
All right.
It's a little bit longer up the mountain, and the sun is still starting to go down now. It's still, late evening, 7, 8 o'clock, sun's still out. Actually, no, it's September, so it'll be darker sooner. So it is starting to set a little bit now as you guys can get closer to the top. On the way, as you get closer, though, that spherical structure that you were looking at, you are now coming up upon it, and as you get closer, you just notice that it's the size of this. It's a giant skull. It's something that you can walk inside of, all 6 of you, so at the same time.
As in, what sort of skull? Humanoidish? Avian?
It's very clearly a giant humanoid skull.
Did giants used to live here?
I do not think giants get this big.
I don't know. I've never met an old giant, but I think they may have at one point.
Are you sure it's a giant?
No? All I know is it's fucking big.
It could be many things that used to be here.
What's bigger than a giant?
A titan?
Wait, those are real?
I don't know. I'm just throwing ideas out.
Maybe a dragon?
Dragons aren't humanoids.
They are not. And they have snouts, right?
That's true.
Go ahead and make a perception check, Skybor.
We're surrounded.
Skyward, you see that the trail continues to wander a little bit further away, and from this point, you can see that there some more architecture and stuff versus just stone and rock. But you also notice that where this kind of is coming up past the skull, you see some familiar structure sticking out the side of on the left side of the mountain, but it's a far more perilous path and trickier to traverse the ledge over to that structure side.
I see that.
What?
So he sees a structure over the opposite side of the mountainside that you guys are kind of standing at right now. You're standing at the skull of this giant. He sees kind of a opening or building on the left side of the mountain, but there's no real path to get to except for a ledge. And then he sees the trail leading to the other entrance, something that looks like it's leading to an entrance of another building.
Right. Right or left? If we go left, I suggest not actually taking the ledge and using magic.
Which way did the lizard folk go?
If you guys are continuing to follow the trails, you notice that they continue to go up the path to the right.
Could that path lead to the thing on the left? And could we beat him there?
Ooh.
Does it look windy?
It looks like it leads above where the structure is to the left, but it doesn't. I can't really answer if it looks like it's connected or not. You don't know.
Huh. So, do we want to play catch up? Or do we think they might be there and hope we're right? Or do we want to check out that building to the right?
Ezekiel.
To the right may hold more information.
That's
We
true.
need to learn everything before going in after them.
Ezekiel, you don't happen to know where this artifact that you're looking for is, right?
I don't think I was described as knowing it.
Okay.
Well,
What was
you said you were looking for an artifact, and you purposely came to this island we were forced on. So,
Like, I don't know if DM described me as knowing where it was.
oh,
Yeah, I think I told you what it was or what you think it is, didn't I?
You told
Or
me
did I not get
what
that
it
specific?
possibly was, but you didn't tell me where it was.
Correct. Got it. They're following trails that led you to this island.
Oh, it is more than likely within this dome structure. I've not found anywhere else that could possibly hold it, and the village of the lizard folk did not hold it either.
so no, you don't know where it is. Do you know what it is?
Possibly.
What?
See, was it in the DMs or?
I gotta pull it up real quick.
Yeah.
So you're not exactly sure what it is, but you think what it will do is help you explore the. Let me take you to a private chat so you can communicate what you want to communicate.
Okay then. So left, we have to use magic.
Hey, Lorna, I'm sorry. I pulled you in because you got a stream going.
Okay.
Can,
Yes, I will.
all right. Let me know your headphones off.
They're off.
All right. So you came here. So what started this whole effort is that you see the forgotten are coming from the sea and the mountains, and you think that possibly that they're tied to the cosmic magic that you encountered years ago when you first kind of saw that evil in magic, and you think that if you are able to get deeper into the sea where these creatures are spawning or coming from, that you may get closer to the secrets of wielding that cosmic magic.
So it's like a device that will either take us to the deepest parts of the ocean or something that would allow us to get there.
Exactly. All right, I'll take us back. Sorry, I was sending Laura a message that she's good to go back. All right, I'm back, guys. Go ahead. So yeah, you can share that whatever of that information you want to share.
So it is a device or perhaps an artifact that will allow us to delve deeper into the ocean, because I think that the Forgotten have either a source of power coming from there, or they have some kind of spawning place within there of whatever creatures they're using.
I mean, didn't the pirates tell us they kind of took over Atlantis? Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe where we're headed to, if that's the case.
Yeah. So, if we give this to the captain chick, we really need to like loan it, or like, hey, can we borrow it? Or she needs to pick a frickin' side.
Yeah.
She is a pirate. Money will obviously buy her. I can offer to buy you and those companions that you say are on board.
I hate the principle of that, but I like the
Sure.
idea.
We are in Espa. This is the law of how this is the law of the land.
Which part is the law?
Granted, once I do purchase you, I am able to free you immediately, but I will do so once we are out of sight of this pirate vessel.
Huh.
That's not a bad idea.
Like I said, I just hate the concept.
But there is one thing that we're not talking about. These pirates are fairly well trained. What's stopping them from just capturing you once you're on board?
Not a damn thing other than she's undecided. Like I said, we need to get her to pick a side. We need her to pick ours.
Yeah.
Perhaps gold is not necessary, perhaps entertaining her whims and speaking to her alone.
Good luck with that.
Also, yeah, not sure on the whole alone part. No offense, but you're new.
So, what would you guys like to do?
Right, we gotta get the thing first. So right or left?
Skyboard starts walking right.
I'll follow him.
Was that based on decision, or you just got tired of us talking?
Both.
Okay.
I don't think we have much choice. Let's go.
Yep.
Okay, so you all continue to follow Skyward. You guys get to the top, and you see that you finally get to the entrance of what looks like this temple. There's torches there, and the lizard folk are finally setting down the platform, and they lay it gently down the ground, and they kind of kneel. They don't rise; they just stay bowed down with their heads down. And the humanoid figure stands up gently and just starts walking towards the entrance of the tunnels and temple, and turns to look back at the men and does a gentle bow. And you guys can jump in anytime you want to say or do anything, but that's what you see right now.
Can we see the face of the person?
No, it's completely shrouded in this cloak
Okay.
of different colors.
Sneakity sneak sneak.
Yeah. Can we
Before we do anything, I'm gonna activate my special detect magic eyes.
What's the range on that?
Hold on. Let me click that. I can see up to 30 feet away.
Okay. You're kind of off in the distance, but nothing radiates magic from those figures.
All right. Let's try and get closer.
Has it been an hour?
Since you first were doing that, yes.
Well, since he cast Pass Without a Trace.
Yes. You've been talking a lot and investigating and looking at different things.
So are we still going? Or are we just going to sit here and wait till he comes out?
If you guys want to try to stealthily approach, you guys can. The closer you guys get, the more challenging, and the more people that are doing it will make it challenging to the point where you guys will have to be out in the open eventually.
Okay.
Or do we just
Crazy
want to
idea.
ask to go in?
Crazy idea.
I love those. What is
Okay.
yours?
So, yes, we could do your idea. Ask to go in, ask what's happening, be simple about it. If that doesn't work, we just all run in. Just sprint in, just go.
Right. You know I'm slower than all
I
of
will
you,
pick
right?
you up.
That's what I'm asking.
Done.
I'm down.
Skyward face palms.
What?
Look,
We're taking the non-violent approach.
exactly. We will first talk to them, and we're not gonna hurt them. We will literally just run right past them, skirt
And
around
hope we
them.
don't run into a giant-ass trap.
Exactly.
Exactly. It's a perfect plan.
And consider just palm. Do you have much to say about it? You got another idea?
This does seem rather impulsive.
Like I said, got another idea?
And have you met our group?
What,
No, you haven't.
what would you advise?
No, he
No,
hasn't.
he hasn't.
I mean, you
Would
guys
you advise
speak
Druidic Bard
speak
Skybor?
from it.
Skyward's going to turn into a spider and starts walking.
Okay.
Kate, last time you did that, we got attacked by pirates.
Okay, what are you doing, Skyward? What does the group do when he turns into a spider?
You know, you need better communication skills.
Does he have an earring? Oh crap!
Nope.
No,
No!
the pirates took him.
The
What are you
pirates
doing,
took him.
Skyward?
Hmm?
What are you doing?
I'm walking toward it. I'm going to try to go in.
So you're not talking to anyone. What does the rest of the group do as he walks towards the lizard folk that are kind of bowing before the entry to this temple?
Okay, Cronus, is that like a male thing or just a Skybor thing? I really need to know.
I don't know.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna turn and walk away.
I'm going with it's a male thing.
You're walking away from the lizard folk?
I'm gonna stealth like a little bit there, just so I can try to keep a little bit of an eye on Skybor.
Okay, go ahead.
But I'm not gonna go as far as him.
Go ahead and roll. And what are you doing, Nika, Faye, Ezekiel, and Lorna?
It is my turn to facepalm.
I am double face palming.
Okay. So Cronus, you do make it up to as far as you can without being out in the open. You're about 15 feet away at this point, and they've not noticed you. Skybor, you are actually crawling past them right now, and you are approaching the shrouded figure, and no one is noticing you as this insect. What would you like to do?
Hey, Faye.
Yeah.
Or let's wait till after Skybor, sorry.
Good, Skybor.
I'm just going to keep following.
Okay. You approach the lady, and she walks. And at this point, as much time has gone by, the shrouded humanoid starts to walk into the temple.
Again.
Pass by. It goes. Everyone outside can no longer see the humanoid inside the temple, but as you keep up with her, Skyward, you see different things before you as you walk alongside her through these tunnels. Along the way through, go ahead and make a perception check, or are you not paying attention to anything but the humanoid figure?
I'll look around.
Okay, go ahead and do a perception check then.
What's a perception for a spider?
Well, you would use yours, wouldn't you?
Well, if that was the case, then I won't have to have advantage on being a bird whenever I get the chance to be a bird.
Fair.
So I want to use the spiders.
I don't know what it is. Sorry.
You do have like 6 eyes, so I mean.
It's a straight roll.
Also, you said I'm 15 feet away from him?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Is it dark enough for me to start using Shadow Step?
Not out here. There's still some sun that's. Well, it's dim. No, it's still some sunlight though.
Like, would you say the area I'm in is dim?
Yeah, I'll say that behind tucked behind like the rocks and stuff to see outside you are within dim or shadow.
And then inside the temple, is that dim or dark?
It is dark. Inside the temple.
I would like to Shadow Step past the guards.
1 second. Let me finish up with Skywar. So Skywar, what are you doing? D20. Okay. So as you are walking through the tunnels with the humanoid, you're going to start seeing. You'll notice some paintings, kind of similar to the ones you saw on the wall. The walls are disarray though in these tunnels. They don't seem like they're as well kept. They're murals and painted things on the walls are not maintained. They're just ruined and fading and chipping. You see more lizard folk that are kind of bowing before this giant humanoid figure in a lot of spots where you see that, you see slashes and marks across the artwork. Cronus, you do shadow step into the tunnel, and you are starting to kind of enter and follow behind. You keep your distance, I imagine. What would you guys like to do now? Skybor first.
I will continue following.
Okay. What about you, Cronus?
I'm going to stealth along as well.
Okay. Let me go back to the other group at this point. The rest of you, just your comrades, just have gone past the lizard folk. It's only been a few minutes. You guys are about 30 feet away from the entrance. What are you all doing?
Yeah, I didn't want you to change your voice. I'm just saying, Skyboy went into a temple as a spider. No idea where Cronus went, and we can't communicate with either of them.
Yeah, that's a bit concerning.
So does it matter? You can disguise your voice, because you're like me. I can disguise my voice, not the best, but like, performance, hello.
I can give it I can give it the
Plus-
old Drow college try.
Isn't this a temple?
Yeah?
Like, do you need to talk?
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other group while you are sorting out what you guys are thinking about. Go ahead and do that and chat while you guys are figuring out what your plan is. Just let me know what you guys think about doing next. But to you, Cronus, what are you doing now?
I'm going to continue stealthing along the tunnel as well. And like, do I notice like anybody like guards inside?
No, it is pretty much ruined. There's it's actually starting to smell. Actually, can spiders smell? I don't know. But you smell Cronus like decay and rotting flesh. As deeper as you all go, Skyward and Cronus, you hear or you I'm sorry, see bones and remains of different creatures and um, individuals, like humanoid and animal-like creatures. Um, as you get deeper into the tunnels, though, you're going to hear something, Skyward, as well as you, um, Cronus. You're going to hear this in Draconic voice. To you, Skyward, it's going to sound very rough and guttural. Let me whisper to you, Cronus, what you hear and what's the rest doing outside.
I will
Being
use
super
my
irritated right now. Because I can change, but I'll be tiny.
There is one other thing you could do, Anika.
What's that?
Make us invisible.
Hang on, can I do that for all of us? I think I can.
I think only one of us would be left out.
I can make most of us invisible. I can make myself and 2 others. So you may still need to be a lizard folk, Faye.
That was what I was going to suggest.
Let's do that.
Because, like, every time the 2 of them do that, they end up in trouble.
And we're very far away from them right now.
And they can't warn us, other than, like, blowing something up.
And by that time, we won't be able to get there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, welcome
Okay.
to the group, Ezekiel. This is how it's been.
Skyborn and Cronus are going to need to be lectured.
Anywho.
So, what are you guys doing outside?
I hold out my
Cool.
hands. Those going invisible.
I turn into a lizard folk.
Yeah.
Okay, you're disguised as a lizard folk. Who's going invisible?
I am turning myself, Lorna, and Ezekiel, but I'm holding their hands so that we all know where each other is.
Okay, so you all do these things. What are you guys doing now?
We are going to sneak by
Outside.
the lizard folk that are in the center there and go past them and into the cave.
Stealth checks with advantage. All 3 of you that were invisible.
I'm going to move carefully.
28.
And Ezekiel. Okay. The three of you make it past the lizard folk and into the tunnel easy enough. What are you doing, Faye?
I'm going in.
Okay. So you're gonna walk right up to the other lizard folk that are outside the door then?
I'm going to bow in respect.
Okay. As you approach, they jump up. What are you wearing right now? Your clothes are the same, right?
With the disguise self, I would have disguised myself as one of the lizard folk that went in.
Okay. Okay. And let's see, what would they do? Do a performance check.
Not deception.
You're not lying right now. You're just trying to act normal, right? You're not trying to.
That
you're
is
trying
true.
to act like a
Well, I am
lizard
trying.
folk
I am trying
tribal
to
person.
deceive. I am trying to deceive them into thinking I'm one of them.
I believe it's investigation. You have to beat Faye's spell DC.
Well, no, they're still his behavior. He's got to be. That's not going to alert them. So he's had. So you begin walking. So they buy that you're a native lizard folk for the time being, as you are not speaking to them. But as soon as you start approaching the temple, they quickly get up and they shout at you, and you're kind of like, "What are you doing? You know you're not allowed to." And that's only for the tribute.
In Draconic, I will respond. My apologies. I was running a bit late. Now I think I'd be deceiving them.
Late for what? You were not a sacrifice today. This is the one family gave a sacrifice already. Their eldest daughter.
Yes, I am supposed to give her final rites and prepare her for this.
Didn't she already get that back at the village before we left? Go ahead and make a deception check at this point. So they asked it back, but you're convincing them that. Hold on, let me roll.
I'm scared.
Oh shit! Yeah, okay. They buy it. Like that's very odd.
Was that a nat
It was
one?
a natural one. No, it was the next best thing though.
Oh, it's a 2.
Yeah. So they're like that's very strange. We heard nothing about it. It's out of the norm. Onse, but she's already gone into the tunnels, and Onse will be very furious if you go in there now.
I understand. I am prepared for the consequences.
Perhaps we will. Perhaps if you don't come back, we will have to pay the sacrifice next week.
One can only hope.
Okay, and they allow you to walk past into the tunnels.
Once we're further in the tunnels, Anika's gonna go up to Faye and go, "Hey, what'd they say?"
Okay. Once we're far away, I'm gonna just whisper to him. Okay, the one that entered is the sacrifice.
Oh, joy! Also, still holding on to Lorna and Ezekiel's hands.
And I was able to deceive them into thinking I'm here to prepare her and give her last rites. And basically, they believe if I don't return, they won't have to do a sacrifice next week.
Oh, so maybe we really should kill this bird if it's taking sacrifices.
Yeah.
But first, we need to save our 2 knuckleheads.
Let's go save our 2 knuckleheads.
Yep.
back to you, Cronus and Skyward. What do you do, Skyward, when you hear that that familiar draconic language that you heard the lizard folk speak at one point, but it's lost on you at this point? What are you doing, Skyward?
There's not a whole lot to do but follow and see what's on the other side.
Okay. Good, Cronus. What are you doing, sir?
Do I happen to be able to see Skyboard since I know he's a spider?
No, he's really small, and you've got some distance between the two of you because he took off ahead of you.
Alright, I will keep on going.
All right. So, Cronus, you made it to the. Make one stealth check for me. And Skyward, are you by the? You're going to stay right along the side of the tribute, or you? Let me paint you a better picture, and you let me know what you would do. You got first. Let me get the stealth check. 19. Sorry. Okay. So Cronus, you come around, you see this room that opens up into this big area. In the middle of the room, you see a statue of like a hand that sticks out of the ground with these large tribe figures. It sticks up into the ceiling of to the middle of the room, about 60 feet high. You look around the grand size of this room. It's 100 some feet high, tall ceilings. You see you see branches and leaves and different things that are kind of nestled around the room among the remains of humans and skeletons and stuff. Amongst all the debris and remains, so you see reflective light across the room that catches each of the all the gold coins and other treasures and baubles that scatter across the room. In the center, you see next to the hand, you see the humanoid figure in shroud stand in the middle, and you hear that familiar voice in Draconic. I'm not going to keep typing this out. It's you're a little smaller than the other sacrifices, but a delicious treat nonetheless. And you see it jump. You see out of the shadows at the corners of the room this large, two-headed winged creature. Let me go ahead and sorry, I'll have to show you when everyone kind of catches up. But you see this large, two-headed winged creature jump out of the shadows, and the one head bites the top part and clear in half, and the other one swoops around and grabs the other part, and it flies back out into the shadowed corner of the room and starts munching on the bones. Yeah, you see the bones kind of fall from the darkness, and then he paused. They're like, it looks like I might get a couple meals in the same day. Come in closer, and let me get a good look at you. As he talks to you, Cronus and Draconic.
I'm going to say I politely decline.
Yeah, the other one's like, why do we have to be so nice to all these things? Why can't we just go ahead and eat them? And that voice sounds like it came from a lot closer to you that time, Cronus. At this point, the rest of the group, you guys are hearing some loud, booming voices coming from down the tunnels. It's in a very large draconic voice, followed with some screeching and other kind of bird/lizard-like noises coming from it.
Hey.
Skyward, what do you do? Your spider form is covered in. Were you next to the humanoid when it went to the center room, or would you stop at the doorway?
I would try to be along the walls.
Okay, all right. You are along the walls. As you go to the corner, along the walls and in the corner room, you can't see anything. It's pitch black past a certain point. Would you go into it? Would you go through the the blackness?
So it's magical darkness?
It is a type of magical darkness, yes.
Crap.
Let me do
No.
this.
He will not go in the darkness.
Let me do this. Move everyone to this thing, but only Skywar and Cronus are here for now. Does everyone see the map?
Yep.
All right. So, Cronus, you should see almost like the corners are blacked out. Is that reflected on your guys' screen?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So you see these. So as you approach these, like kind of how it looks like it's angles. It's like magical darkness, and you can't see past there. You do see these statues of birds around the room, though, that seem to have no eyes.
Just putting up there that I can see through magical darkness.
You aren't in there yet. Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
Okay, so where's the darkness at?
The corners, they're cut off.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not actually an octagon.
All right. Going to 20. Okay. I'm going to investigate these statues.
Okay.
It should be fun.
Go. What are you trying to ascertain?
If they're the cause of this magical darkness, and that would be Arcana, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I'm not sure Skywar would be able to ascertain that. You go ahead and make an Arcana check. Go ahead and make an Arcana and see what happens.
Yeah, sounds about right.
I don't see it on my side. Sorry. Yet.
Oh.
-1.
You don't know anything more that these birds that they're just kind of creepy looking and they don't have eyes, which is odd. At that point, though, booming has happened. Cronus, what are you doing? It says, I beg that you come and talk to me before I make you quick dinner.
I will approach halfway, and on my way there, Can I prepare a dodge action?
I mean, you can hold an action, so
You're not in combat yet, so that would depend on the initiative order. If that's where it would be what happened. You could be on the defense if you want to take a disadvantage on initiative and be in a kind of dodge state.
I would like to do that because I don't trust this thing one bit.
Okay. So go ahead and move your token into this, as far into the room as possible. Or as far as you'd like to enter the room, I should say.
It won't let me pass the wall here.
Yeah, it won't let those of us behind it pass to a certain point.
there. I'd say I'm halfway there.
Okay. The rest of the group, you guys are you guys running through the tunnels? What are you guys doing?
Oh, we're invisible still, aren't we?
Yes.
Uh,
I have all of your hands so we know where each other is, and Faye is not invisible.
I am a lizard folk currently.
And you two could literally pick me up like a kid and swing me between you two.
I'm sure we are. We're probably tall enough that your arms are probably being like really stretched.
And your legs are dangling.
Actually,
I honestly just have like a finger of each of you. I mean, I'm 3 feet tall, not 2.
That is true.
go ahead and make stealth checks. The rest of you, as you guys are walking through the halls. Advantage for those that are invisible.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Ooh.
Should I try a stealth check as well, or
Yep, all of you.
nope?
All right, you guys are walking in the hall, and Cronus, as you enter the center of the room, you hear the voice go in. It seems like you brought more delicious treats with you. What would you like to do?
Ezekiel. I'm gonna try and sneak by to like the lower portion here.
Oh, are we out there already?
I mean, I'm gonna try and sneak in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, how are both of you so loud?
I'm not loud at all.
Not you.
That's true.
The other one.
I know. Okay. I mean, yeah, I don't want Cronus to get his head bit off, so I'm gonna sneak in and prepare my sword.
So, Faye, from that distance, you would have heard it say that it basically acknowledged you and the other's presence. Well, some of your presence. You're not sure who exactly your group it's aware of, but
Yeah.
Cronus, what are you doing, sir? You're in the middle of this room at this moment.
I'm gonna try to stall it, and I'm gonna ask if it's Onse.
Yes, I am Onse. Are you here for my pleasure, or are you here to steal from me? You definitely look a little pointier and a little bit more, a little different than the normal sacrifices I receive.
I wouldn't want to steal from you. Maybe we could trade though. And I'm gonna pull out my Dragon's ABC children's book.
The other voice is like, just let me eat them now. I'm starving. You ate the last sacrifice.
Do I see the other head that's talking?
Nope, you don't see anything.
Can I get a general idea of where the sound is coming from?
That time it came from the corner of the room that Skyward's closest to. So this is really booming in your ear right now, Skyward.
Hey. What
Yes,
are they saying?
I'm gonna look towards the sound and point at it and be like, I'm not talking to you.
Why are we all sneaking in?
It's like, yeah, they're not here for on purpose. There's too. Look at them. We've never gotten 6 sacrifices at one time. Don't be stupid, one. And
Wait.
the other one barks back at it.
Wait, they know Lorna and I are there?
They know all of you.
Oh, fuck! They have, like, true sight or something. Fuck.
Okay, what gives?
Who are you?
You tell me you wandered into my. Either you came offering gifts or treasure for me to hoard. to add to my collection, or you came as a sacrifice for my treat, or are you thieves come here to steal from me?
Like, I'm sitting there waving the book, and I'm like, no, I'm actually trying to trade you this book for something.
I'm also just curious and kind of have to follow him. And I point to Cronus because I'm assuming they can see me. That no one else can.
Make a Constitution saving throw, Cronus.
Oh no.
At your gesture, you feel a slight anger rise in the bird, and you start this. You hear the flapping of its wings. This wind starts to swirl around you, and you are surrounded by this dust and debris for a minute, where you can't see anything. You can't move. It's hard to breathe. It's just very hard to see and make anything out. Is there anything you'd like to do while you're in that, getting kind of buffered by, or buffet? What's the word for that?
Buffer.
By the winds, buffered by the winds.
No.
Are you all in the room right now, or
Yeah.
you guys are respecting the
Yeah.
boys? Okay.
I followed Faye.
Yeah, I moved in.
Ezekiel didn't pull away from me, so. Or if he did, he didn't say.
All right. I would just reveal the picture for you all, so you can see kind of like the room. I know it looks orangish in the back. It's more bluish in the cane. So yeah. In the reality, it's more of a bluish tones in this room. So it's speaking in Draconic to Cronus right now. Faye, you're hearing everything though too.
I will be translating.
If you didn't come to give me treasure, or didn't come here for my meal, then you must be pirates. I hate you pirates. You've already stole from me once, and I won't let it happen again.
I
Wait,
assure you.
We are not pirates.
Yep.
We have came to see the great Onse in the flesh, so we may tell stories to others of your greatness, O great one.
Make a persuasion check.
That would be deception. I'm not being persuasive.
Or
You're not lying.
deception, sorry.
Man, it kind of is. Like, highly lying. You plan to do
Very
none of
highly lying. I am good at deception.
I'm the one who's good at persuasion.
The one has, go on, tell me more about, say, and on the other hand goes, no, let's just eat them, I'm starving.
How about not with the eating? I don't like the eating. Which I say in common because I don't know what language they're talking to, and I'm talking to Faye.
What do you want to know about Onse before I eat you for my meal?
Literally anything works. All we know is you may be a giant bird.
Well, you're not talking. You're not speaking.
Good, no, I'm speaking in common.
What are you saying? Actually, let me check. As you speak in common, it will actually respond back to you.
Oh shit.
In common now, so now it's speaking in common. Now that
Oh,
you're
thank.
speaking in common. So what did you just say?
I said I'd like to know anything because all I know is we got dropped here, and that you may or may not have feathers.
So when you call him a bird, you hear the one more irate voice come down, and he goes, "Bird, we're not simply a bird. We are a great Gelrich."
Do I know what a gelditch is?
You can make a history check.
Because I, as a person, don't, but Anika might.
I want to know too.
17.
Same.
17.
Anika and Faye, you've heard again about giant predatory birds and stuff, but you're not sure exactly what a Gelrich is. Ezekiel, you would have heard about in your studies and stuff. You would have discovered some text about how giants created rocks and Gelriches to fight and compete in the skies with dragons. But the Gelriches were a little bit more sentient, and also a kind of through the magic they used to kind of make these birds became a little twisted and corrupt through the process. So, anything else you guys would like to do or say? Like, Julie, where is our gift? What did you bring us? Now we told you what are your, or what do you want, or what do you bring us before we share any information with you all?
Well, I mean, entertainment? Because I'm assuming you've been watching over the lands. You may or may not have seen us. And we did kill that rock. Unless I was a friend of yours, then sorry, but he attacked first.
He did attack first, and we apologize for that.
I care nothing for these other birds that kind of pick off my remains.
Cool. Also, we're kind of really into killing pirates, or like getting rid of them.
Pirates, and again, you feel the wind kind of gust around the room, and it's angry. Like,
Easy.
hate,
We hate them
like,
too.
Are you pirates?
Fuck no.
We hate their guts.
They stole from us. A
Like
lot.
you.
For me, and I will kill them if they come back to my temple.
Like you,
Wait,
Greydon,
when-
say these here are victims of piracy. Yet now on the edges of your island they wait. They wait for you to slumber and take what is yours. By nightfall they will come.
The wind is becoming a little bit more powerful in it's the creature that you're speaking to is you can't see it right now, but it's building in a rage, and as I will see all the pirates dead after they stole from me last. And is there anything else you guys would like to say or two?
Would that include the pirates who are controlling the Forgotten? You know, getting more power so they can take more things from you?
I will kill any pirate that comes to my island. As far as I can tell, you all are pirates too. You've not proved otherwise. You sneak in here invisible, thinking that you can outwit and outtrick me and take what is mine.
We do not think that we
No.
can out-trick you. All we were doing
was
following the sacrifice because we are very curious beings. And that is why we have also come here.
Also, if you could see us now, and I kind of indicate that like 3 of us are invisible to everyone else, can't you tell if we're lying? Or the fact that we are definitely telling you the truth and not pirates?
Make a persuasion check, Lorna and Anika. Lorna, as you are speaking, you feel a familiar warmth. It kind of radiates into your arms, up through your arms into your chest, and you feel a little bit more confidence as the words come out of your mouth, and you feel like you give them with a little bit more gusto and emotion as you're trying to convince them that you're not a pirate. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Oh. Yeah.
Yes. I don't believe the little one.
The hell?
But if she is with you, then perhaps you all are not pirates, but I still need tribute or something. You count. Let's come with gifts or fill my stomach.
Skyboard.
Wait.
Skyboard.
Still, like
Bro.
all in the dust
Wait.
and stuff.
Don't we have a shit ton of meat? Would that work as filling your stomach? That's not us.
I mean, I'll eat that as well.
That
Skyboard.
wasn't my question.
What, Skyward? Go ahead.
Skyboard's going to throw 15 gold in the pile.
Wait, you had gold?
Yes, I always had it.
He was the richest party member since you guys got robbed by the pirates.
No, Anika didn't know that.
Neither did Faye.
50 gold is hardly enough.
Well, like we said,
Where
pirates are
are-
bitches. Where the pirates
Where
took
do you
all
say
of
you say the rest of your pirates are?
it.
The rest of the pirates that had captured us are just off the coast here. It took us a few hours to swim in, but I'm sure they aren't that far for you.
They're
They
also
are
kind of scared shitless of you.
They are currently holding 2 people hostage, and they're forcing us to find an artifact on this island.
No matter what.
And that if we do not return with that artifact, they will kill our friends. That is
And you
why we
know-
are here.
Yeah, we'd probably die too. So honestly, we sort of have the same goals.
Or Sega's. There's. Sorry. Starts to say to the other head and says, "Say there's a ship full of them. We can eat all of them. Be filled for days, maybe weeks even. It'd be wonderful. We haven't had such a large sacrifice like that in ages." And then Owen responded, "Yeah, because we had to stop killing all the men because they weren't producing fast enough for us to keep eating on them. Your gluttony has no bounds, Owen."
This does prove rather tactical for On and Say. Your belly shall be full, but you will be proactive in taking down these pirates, and as the wise On and Say know, idleness leads to your downfall.
Well, I would ask not all of them, because like 2 are ours, and maybe like 1 of them we could use to help take down other pirates, of course.
Leave my temple now. I am going to deal with these pirates who stole from me already once.
Very.
It comes to flap its wings, and the wing gets stronger and stronger inside the room.
Skyboard will leave.
Yeah,
Let's go.
Artifact.
It's okay.
get it later.
Fine. Later.
It's fine.
We need to get them off the ship.
We
Agreed.
need to go.
It's gonna beat us there, but let's go. But hey, leave the drow and the 1 human in chains alone, please.
They're not going to do that. We got to get them off somehow.
I can ask anyway as we're leaving.
How are we going to beat it to the ship?
We're not. Unless there's a magic flying machine here.
Could quicken one of you to get there.
Even if you did that,
Wait, did we sleep since you turned into a dolphin, Faye?
Yes.
yeah,
You can turn into something that flies.
So good.
giant eagle.
Skybird cannot turn into something that flies.
Never.
So what you're thinking, giant eagle, he speeds me up.
Go
Hypothetically,
get our crew.
I'm just trying to think of the distance. That would basically be an entire,
You guys hear me?
Yeah.
that'll be like 30 rounds of dashing.
as you guys are talking, what's it like? Why do you want to go back to the pirates so bad? If you guys are not pirates, like you said you were.
Because we want the ones that aren't pirates. Have you ever heard of innocent people being captured?
Innocence is relative.
It
Have you
is.
ever heard of non-pirates being captured?
I assure you that these two are innocents. They mean no harm to you, and they mean no harm to the world. They're just trying to make a living.
You. Let me think this.
What if
I can
what if we showed
I
you
can show you what they look like. That way you avoid them. If that is
Or,
all right.
you know, leave them on the ship, maybe? Don't destroy the ship yet?
You do realize you're asking a lot now.
I said maybe. You can say no. Besides, if you don't
It's,
ask, how do you know they won't say no?
A large roar and shriek. It starts to shake the walls of the ruins, and you see it just fly out from the shadow, and you get a glimpse of it for a minute. Let me look for you real quick.
I'm scared to think of what this thing looks like.
And you see this large, two-headed, black feathered, nor the hands and the legs, but these two-headed bird with these kind of vulture-like beaks shoot from the blackness, and they start flying through up to the top of the ceiling where you guys can't see any further. And what would you guys like to do?
Does it do anything else other than shriek?
It basically flew away from you, and you can't see it anymore. So you can assume what you will on whether it's hiding or if it found a way out of its temple or its sanctuary.
I'm good.
I'm going to assume it left.
I'm assuming it's still here.
Yeah, so we're still in magical darkness, aren't we?
Not in the center of the room, just on the
No.
corner.
Can I look up, straight up, where it left?
You can, but it's very high, and you
Well,
won't
if they
see
can
any
see.
light.
I can see up to 120 feet and through magical darkness.
Fake it, your arse over here.
You see where it looks like it opens up and leads away from this main chamber.
And it's not there.
It goes further up. It might be a way out for it.
Yes, then
That's true. It leaves here somehow.
let's wait till we can't hear it at all, and then look.
Look what?
You know, just look at things and all that. I say
I thought I was the
nonchalantly.
reckless one.
Skyboy leaves.
Okay, go ahead and roll an investigation, Lorna.
Oh, fuck.
I'm gonna follow Skyboy.
I'm looking for the artifact. And I only do so
Okay.
once I don't hear them.
Okay. You find a couple odds and ends of weird stuff that I guess might be worth of value to maybe the villagers on the island. There's some metals and some are of rare quality, but nothing in crazy abundance. But you do find several stones and polished gems that you think would be of value. Um, Additionally, you find some gold around the room that either maybe got uncovered by the villagers, maybe from a wrecked ship off the shore, or maybe others. You're not sure where it kind of came to be here, but um, the objects in here that you're seeing don't seem of huge value or importance to you.
Crap.
Right.
It's not here, you guys.
If you collect all the stuff, you can probably. How long do you want to spend time collecting this
Well,
stuff?
do you keep it?
I don't want to collect any of the items, but I will take the gold.
It will take some time to get a good amount, but if you spend 15, 30 minutes as it's kind of scattered around, you do find some little caches here and there.
Yeah.
You can roughly find 3,000 gold in this dungeon, or in this site too.
Sure. I will do that. I'll keep on doing it unless I hear, oh, but Skybor left.
Mm-hmm. Remind
Ah,
me I need to yell at him about that later.
I don't know what to do.
Okay.
I won't take it. I assume people are going after Skybor. I'll go after Skybor.
I stayed
Okay.
with you, but yeah, when you leave, I'll leave.
But like, if the party's splitting, then I'm not going to split the party.
We're not going to split the party that much. That's a
No,
very
but
big split.
Skybor, how far do you go until you realize nobody's following you?
I'm gonna keep going, even if it's heading to the ship.
Yeah.
I know I'm not gonna make it, but I'm gonna try.
So yeah, I will follow after Skybor. Or, Skybor, can you wait a second? Can you hear our reason?
You want stuff?
No.
Yes.
I am looking for that artifact. That's what we need.
That's out the window now. It's going to go and take care of the pirates, which has 2 of our comrades.
We'll never make it.
He just turns and starts walking away.
Wasn't standing up to injustice useless?
This isn't our place. What did I say last time?
That. At least that's what I took from it.
Then you didn't understand what I was saying.
And how are we supposed to get there quickly? Even if I use the spell to fly, still, that's a big distance. It's going to get there before any of us. And even if I get there, what can I do by myself?
But sure, we can try. Let's walk.
So-
Together. Or do you want to just run off alone again?
It's better than just standing around and just talking and not getting anything done.
I don't know. Not if you're alone and you get in trouble and no one's there to help you.
He just walks.
So you
Especially
guys
since
make
I
it
think your
out-
life means something.
So you guys make it outside the temple. As you get out there, you see that the lizard folk are no longer there, but their weapons seem like they dropped and ran. The platform still sitting there, like it just like they must have left in a hurry. You look up the mountainside and you see the bird, this Gelrich perched almost near the where you guys standing. He goes, how many pirates did you say there are there? That are our treat to have.
I don't believe we did.
They're
But I know there's 2 that you can't have.
the 2.
How would I know which ones I am not allowed to have? And I won't say I'm allowed to have whatever I wish. I shall come back and finish you guys if I shall choose.
Yes, if you
Are
shall
you going to
choose.
choose that?
But the 2 that we humbly request that you do not hurt. One is a drow.
Lorna, Faye, can you do the thing twice?
Yeah.
Do the thing.
This
Turns into...
this is one of them. And as she turns into fire,
Uh,
the captain. This is the captain of our fallen ship that the pirates took over. These are the only
And this-
2 that you...
And Turn into the chick.
The chick.
I will turn to the
And
chick.
this is the captain of the pirates. She. You can have her.
That. What I was going to ask about that. She's the one who has information as to where all of the other pirates are. You know, more snacks.
That is true. So maybe you capture her, take her as a prisoner. She'll tell you everything you want to know. But the other two, that's all. You can have everything else.
Thinking. Sorry. Since I believe that you guys aren't pirates, you're here to steal from me. Like the last, that I shall grant you this one kindness, but I still don't know which one to avoid. So you're coming with me, and it lunges forward at you, Lorna, and tries to grab you with its talon, and it tries to grab at you, Cronus, as well, if you're out there with its other talon, and sits down and lifts, basically sees if anyone else wants to grab a hold of him.
I will. Oh yeah,
I grab.
Yeah.
I grab. Tally ho!
Skyboy will hitch ride.
Okay. If Cronus and Lorna don't fight him with the talons, he's gonna take you guys, and you see he sort of start lifting off the ground. You guys see the earth kind of growing further and further and further away from you as he rises in the sky. You see the trees and everything that you traveled over the last day or two, kind of just rushing past you as it flies down the mountainside towards the ship. The big Gelrich's silhouette painting a silhouette across the sun that's setting, and it's now pretty much in the evening hours, and the sky is getting really, really dark. Closer and closer you cross the forest and the island towards the shore. You hear the fire of cannons, almost like in bells, as or not cannons. I'm sorry. You hear the sound of bells off in the distance, and the Osei is flying faster and faster, closer to the ship. And you start seeing the men on the ship are all running around, and they're preparing to be attacked. And I think that's where. Hold on 1 second.
I mean, this is interesting. We now have a giant ally of sorts going towards the boat.
No, we don't have an ally. There's just a bird holding us.
Yeah.
It's one that's gonna fight the things.
It's true.
This will be the distraction we need.
See, and you wanted to run off to the pirate ship.
What did you say? I'm sorry. Skyward.
No, I was just saying.
And I think that's where we're going to end it tonight, guys. Sorry we're a little late, but that was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I was kind of curious if you guys were going to convince the bird, but you guys did roll very well.
Luckily.
And I rolled really bad on a lot of rolls.
That was literally just pure luck.
Yep.
Yeah, pure luck beats 4s and 2s and 6s like I've been rolling all freaking night.
Oh no, they didn't believe me.
I don't know how. I really don't. Like, because they had a crazy insight.
It's the fiery red hair that does it.
Yep,
Yep.
that's how we get
Or
we
the
get by.
Or the drow who just
With the silver
belch
tongue.
with the silver tongue. Yeah.
It has a 9 insight, and you still were beating it with your
That's how
rolls.
much persuasion I have.
Well, that makes sense then. But great session, guys. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys had fun. I hope it was a little bit more a mixture of that exploration and a little bit more structure. Where last time I felt like you guys were kind of wandering all over the place because there was no real true guidance for you. But hopefully this helped out a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But did we lose Ezekiel, or do you hear us still?
But
Okay, you said you had Discord problems, so I was seeing if it was working for you. But yeah, that's gonna call it there. Does anybody have anything? Things they like, things they didn't like, things they want more of, less of?
definitely gonna need to do some downtime with Skybor. He's getting really frustrated.
He needs to go pick some
You
flowers.
Don't
probably
worry.
should, because Anika's really ready to yell at him and Cronus when we get to an appropriate
We-
place.
Best
we need
thing
to-
was not to yell at them. We're gonna do a little
Meditation.
training thing where I place both of them and have them play Dragon Chess and have
Oh,
them
I
learn the
mean-
value of strategy.
To be
You-
fair, my version of yelling at them is quit running away from us.
You're going to play Dragon Chess with Skybor.
Yes.
Yes.
You're gonna win. You're gonna win a
Sure.
lot.
Yeah,
I mean,
but the
one
point is to get him to realize you have to look at things in the long term. Otherwise, you're just going to keep failing.
one could say chess is a game of wisdom.
Could.
Well,
It's a good thing Cronus' wisdom is 18, huh?
Oh, fuck.
Intelligence is 18, so
Skybor has a 20 wisdom.
yeah. The thing about Skybor's rant was that no one was looking at the big picture. That was the whole point. During this part, it's more like everybody's trying to come up with plans that wasn't getting anywhere, and we were wasting time.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no telling how long they're going to wait before they execute the allies. So it's more like he's being a bit impatient.
I see that, but also Lorna sees the big picture as, yes, she wants to save her allies on the boat, but if they can find that artifact, in the end, if they can get another key from the Forgotten.
I'm pretty sure we've established that
Yeah,
the artifact isn't a key.
no, I know,
Yes.
but with the knowledge from Ezekiel that it's for the underwater
It
stuff.
can get us to Atlantis. That could be very useful considering we have to deal
Oh,
with that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
and if we so choose, having Unsay go with us on this isn't necessarily a bad idea, because if he takes damage, then he will be easier to take
That
down.
is true.
Yes. And if he happens to kill pirates, awesome.
Mhm.
It makes it easy for us to take them down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Either way, we're going to have an easier time with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Anika's getting a little pissed at Skybor and Cronus because you keep not talking and you're running off to danger. She's like,
That's
hey,
ironic.
Yeah, it is. It's so ironic.
I don't run off to danger alone. That's my
And
point.
Cronus didn't let Skybor go alone either.
I know, but it's like, shit, I can't see you two. What the fuck are you doing?
Reconnaissance.
It's communication, because she cares about you idiots.
No.
All right. I think that was a fun dynamic. I did not know how that was going to go when Curtis and Skyward left the group. I was
Yeah.
like, oh
See
no.
why Anika was pissed off?
Yeah.
Like,
I thought it was going to be a pirate scene all over again, and in the reverse.
Oh,
I
yeah.
thought Skyward Curtis was going to get the group in trouble, and the rest of the group would have to calm the situation.
I was literally
yeah.
just standing there, like, yeah, I'm never gonna be able to get past those lizard folk, so I'm just gonna run. And then I was like, oh, invisible. Okay, we're good now.
Yeah, and wasn't there kind of strategies like, we're gonna walk past them? What happened?
Yeah.
We all walked past them.
Yeah.
You just could have waited a bit.
Yeah.
No, y'all talking about running past them.
Okay.
It
Just
was
running.
yes, and you two had no other suggestions than bye, bitch.
I don't know magics.
Bye,
Damn it.
bitch.
But you know, our friends use
Maybe
magic.
you can learn about it.
Our friends literally use
Say,
it.
hey, you know that thing you did earlier, that magical thing? Why don't you do that now? That seems pretty useful.
Yeah.
Or you could have been like, no, think of another plan. It was a first draft.
Hey,
That's
real
why we
quick,
need
guys.
someone with great wisdom who says, you know, that's kind of foolhardy. Maybe you should think about this better.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're all wiser than I am, and yet nothing.
What's up?
So, real quick, guys, I just wanted to say something real fast because I meant to say this to you, Ezekiel, and to everyone. Just for heads up, when someone does go to a new character, I meant to say this last week when we introduced the new character for you, Chester. But if you do go to a new character, this goes for anyone that switches characters later on, maybe down the line. The former character, unless it died, becomes an NPC, and anything from the point where that person leaves the group will be, things that happen to them will all be within my control. So I might consult you on things from a personality perspective, but those become no longer manageable by anyone besides
No,
myself.
it's fine, man. Just
Yeah.
go ahead and turn Wolfram into a villain with the white hand on his chest. You know, he has no control.
Oh my god.
That just heats
Can
metal and goes towards people.
Like,
Oh.
can a mind flayer take over a Warforged?
Oh, he doesn't have a brain. There's no biological component to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So, like, could he turn Forgotten, or would they just turn him
Hey.
into scrap metal?
Hey,
Oh,
just
it's
think of how
no, it's
just think
cosmic
about how
magic. He can do whatever they can do whatever they want.
just think of how terrifying a tentacled warforge would be.
Why do you think Ezekiel wants cosmic magic? So he can do whatever he wants.
Anika's trying not to think about that. She doesn't trust you, though.
You guys are in a really bad situation, and the wall gets collapsed in, and Derek stands a familiar Warforged, and he says, "Come with me if you want to live."
All right.
Are you wearing a black leather jacket? It is of no consequence.
Also, what are those things on your eyes? And why are they all dark? 'Cause
Oh.
I don't think sunglasses are a thing.
I mean,
I don't know.
he helped make a giant mech. Sunglasses are not beyond the realm of possibility.
He's like, "I don't know. It gives me a +2 to intimidation."
Fair. You also look pretty cool.
Well,
Guys, I'm gonna go grab a drink though. If you guys are here right back, awesome. Otherwise, I had a really great time, and